when I'm dreaming, brother. Even when I'm broke, I'm scheming. Real talk, no gimmicks.
Break bread or fake deal.
Yeah.
If you love me, show it, that's all I say. Break bread or fake deal. Don't wait till I'm gone just to show respect. Break bread or fake deal.
Yeah.
I'm tryna make plays, not beg for a check. Break bread or fake deal.
For real, for real.
If I ever looked out, don't forget that day. I ain't rich, but I move like I'm chosen. Same fit, same dream, still focused. Bill stacked, but I still thank God. Ain't complain once, I just play my odds. They see peace, but they don't see stress. They see the smile, not the pain I digest. If you my dog, then ride with intent. Don't cap love, I know what that meant. Break bread or fake dead. You know who real when it's time to spread. Break bread or fake dead. I've been real, never switch for bread. Came from the bottom, but I don't feel low. Had to let some fake vibes go. Still keep it solid, that's nightish cold. Never hate, just stick to the road. It's folks that smile but don't mean it. Love ain't love if you never seen it. I'm just saying, help me win a little. Don't wait till I'm gone to spin a red on bed. I build. But if you real, you help to feel. Break bread, that's how love spread. Night is cold, town lit. Break bread, fake dead. Yeah. I'm still grinding, watch how I tread. Break bread, fake dead. Don't show a leg when the table's fed. Break bread, fake dead. Yeah. If you with me, then mean what you said. Break bread, fake dead. I don't need much, just respect my bread.
Real talk, no hate, no cap. Open soul forever.
Welcome to the Paladin.
Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. I do not know what's going on with this mic. Thing be blasting. I got it turned all the way up. But yeah, this is a fact. No one is above the BS. No one is above the BS. But I'll agree with what Witch Doctor just said, is that we're at the point where we can almost finish each other's sentences. So what that says to me is that when people come and support your channel, be in your chat, do all whatever else, it's because they got some kind of kindred spirit with you. So them super chats, Cash Apps, PayPals, Zelles, all that stuff is because people is just supporting you. We got a bunch of royalty this month. Thank you for all them people that signed up and spent that money to be royalty, but none of them use it. So shout out to all the people who ever been royalty. They barely talk about a thumbnail. They barely talk about the 2 shows they have. They barely time people out. They just support me, and I appreciate it greatly. So we back over here because, you know, we need this second channel immensely. Because the first, having one channel is not going to do it. We really need this channel to get monetized. And we need the subscribers. And we need to focus on it. But I appreciate anybody that's been messing with me, even Kills. It's been some years now, and it's been a lot of different faces, and they've changed. They moved here and did this. And shout out to all of them. And shout out to all the other channels. Shout out to This Might Be Risky. Shout out to Witch Doctor. Shout out to Savage, to Izzy Benz, to John Galt, to Chaotic, all of them. Shout out to all of them. It doesn't mean that I have to agree with what they're talking about. I could vehemently disagree. But at the same time, them people got kids to feed. They got their own things they're trying to do. I'm not trying to stop nobody's business. I might disagree with them. I might joke on them. I might make a song about them, but I am not trying to stop nobody's business. And that's the only thing I be having a contingency with them about. They be trying to stop my business. Nightish is a snake and blah, 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 blah. But even that, I'm not going to pay too much attention to it because of people that's here right now. We got 9 people in the building. This is the beginning of the show. And I appreciate them people. Because it's so volatile in these YouTube streets. You could easily lose it all. So some of the trouble I've gotten into has not been about the content I created or anything else. It'd be about me taking that old nigga nap. You take an old nigga nap for a second and something runs too long and bang, that's a strike. So, no. I need everybody. I need my haters and my people that, you know, that participate. I need it all. Because, you know, I want to have fun here. I hope y'all are enjoying yourself and y'all enjoy these conversations. It's supposed to be the most wonderful time of the year, right? We in December. It's the middle of December. We 8 days away from that day, right? I got a thumbnail for it. Like to see it. Let's grab that thumbnail. I got a thumbnail for it. Here we go. 1.27 seconds. The 12 people in the building. Y'all come on in the house. We're going to do it like we do it all the time. There go my thumbnail for it. Maybe I should make them little elves black elves. People of color elves. Why did I say you hoes want to be nice? That's not kind. Shout out to the shout outs. Y'all know I just want to have fun. I don't want to be doing what these people be doing, snapping out and flashing out. Why? Why would I want to do that? Especially when I'm not upset. Maybe I should be upset. I don't want to be upset. I want all these things to work. I want these things to work. I don't want to snap out. Not me, not the night. I want to have fun. How y'all feel about that? What's wrong with fun? Let's listen to a little beat, the music. Let's see. Let's start with this one. Yeah, shout out to that one. Shout out to that there one. Let's try this one.
Yeah. Yeah. Red no blue nose.
Come on, Coach Season.
You already know. Yeah. Red nose, blue nose. Come look on your ass. No matter where you go. Yeah, I'm on that path. Shit get lit, that's something only you and I know. If you ask me again, yeah, it's all that, it's all that. Red nose, blue nose. Come look on your ass. No matter where you go. Yeah, I'm on that path. Shit get lit, that's something only you and I know. If you ask me again, yeah, it's all that, it's all that. Red nose, blue nose. Come look on your ass. No matter where you go. Pressure follow fast. Bees in the Kilimanjaro, world get small. Shit get lit, yeah, we seen it all. That break deal, yeah, all that. No more way around it, yeah, all facts. If you scared of a chick, I'll smash that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ask me once, ask me twice. Same answer every time. Red nose, blue nose. Yeah. Red nose, blue nose. Come look on your ass. No matter where you go. Yeah, I'm on that path. She get lit, that's something only you and I know. If you ask me again, yeah, it's all that, it's all that. Yeah. Worldwide steps still starting rooted. Worldwide land, same code, same movement. Gas break dip, disappear quick. Still 10 toes down, never counterfeit. All fat, no cap when I speak. Life for the kid, yeah, pressure so sweet. Ask me again, like the answer gon' change. Same 2 words, yeah, stuck in your brain. All that. Yeah. Red nose, blue nose. Kumoko.
Shout out to the shout outs. Appreciate everybody for being here. Let's get to it. Yes, let's get to it. Shout out to Mr. Sotomayor for his what he call all-star panels. Let's check it out.
That with white people, that shit never happens, bro. It never makes national news. It never really goes big, so on and so forth.
Well,
Every time somebody gets shot in Chicago, though, that shit, you know, hey, you feel me?
well,
That's why I said it.
I beg to differ a little bit. If you don't remember Scott Peterson,
Oh, another one.
yep,
Yeah, Scott Peterson is the one that did his wife in and dyed his hair blonde and went and helped look for her. Now that's cold. Delete the woman and cry and say you're looking for her. I think they even made a movie about that. So shout out to Scott Peterson. No, when they do their thing, they do their thing. They break the body down like they, like it's a meat package and spread it all everywhere. Acid, oh man. But I think we getting like that too. But yeah, they be masterful with theirs. When they do their thing, they do their thing. But it's just wild. It's just wild. That's why I say it's better to try to love on your people, because it's easy for them to get switches and all kind of weaponry now. And then they always think they're gonna get away with it. Listen, sometimes people run right into deleting each other. Everybody get hit. Everybody get hurt. Everybody. I mean, that's why I say we got through the 80s and 90s. I got shot in 89. A lot of folks got colostomy bags, put in wheelchairs, limbs toe up, war on the street. War on the street. So anywhere you can get love, even on a woman or even with, your family, whatever else, do that. I always want to be loving first. Because there's so much hate out here. There's so much venom out here. There's so much bloodshed out here. So many people want to fight. So anywhere and everywhere you can get some love, try to be loving. I used to hang around one of my cousins that used to say he didn't mess with the family like that. And I said, that's unfortunate, but I used to kick it around him. And then all of a sudden it was like, it was a problem with me, and I gracefully left. I hope you remember the times he was around that it was always positive. It wasn't never negative one time. I hope he can appreciate that. And that'd be my thing. What did the night do to you? It's okay though. If I've warm my welcome, I'll push on. But what did the night ever do to you? Now, a lot of my cousins say I'm crazy because of things that I do. And I don't really think they crazy things. I just think they manly things. Sometimes I don't be wanting to shut up and just tuck my tail and bow my head. That's not what I was told. I was told stick my chest out and keep my head up. Sorry, not sorry. Let's get to it. They put an emphasis and a magnifying glass on what we do. So what we should do is defy them and love each other. That would be a defiant thing. I'd rather love on Just Jay and who's supposed to be all the mean girls, Venus and Bomb Cherry and whoever. Why would I want to argue with them? They feel the way they feel. They have a right to their feelings. I don't want to argue with them. But shout out to them.
Scott Peterson, Lacey Peterson. Familiar. That was out in California. And there was a police officer here in Illinois. He was in Joliet. And I can't remember if his name was Scott Peterson, but he also killed his wife. And I think he was trying to kill his second
something
wife.
Peterson. You're right. Well, got that Peterson. He was in. What's his Peterson? Y'all tell us what that Peterson's name. I know he got rid of a couple of his wives.
Yeah, I think he got rid of the first one and he was trying to get rid of the second one. I don't quote me on that, but they're gonna tell us in the comments. And so here's the thing. And Joe Lanu, if you can send him that link in a group chat that we got, and whatnot, because I think he wanted to get on. But one thing is this: there's problems all around in America, and it seems that those whites love to focus on the black problems, right? Well, we want to focus, and they say it. I think I seen it in the comments. We want to focus on black problems because there's so many black people killing white people. And I'm like, well, it's just people killing people. Y'all put a face, a color to it and everything. But if you want to get down to the schematics of everything and really break it down, y'all are killing y'all wives at a very abysmal rate. I mean,
alarming rate.
Alarming rate. And I look at it, and just like what Mr. Fantastic said earlier, I think all three of us up here, we want it to stop. All right, we want everything that's in the black community is bad for our black community. We want it to stop. I had to check one of them dudes because ain't y'all trying to fix something in your community? I said, yes, there's motherfuckers out here every day that just get out here and try and do what they can to talk to people and work with them. Right? There are people out there, but y'all don't see them. Y'all care about all the other shit. Y'all care about what
They don't put no magnifying glass on them. They don't put no emphasis on that. They got churches and communities and different stuff that they go right out in the hood, feed folks, help them repair their homes, do all kind of stuff. They just don't put no emphasis on them. So the Salvation Army is still doing work. What's the other one? They got the lie heap thing that's supposed to help you with your bills. They got the care supposed to help you with your bills. They got United Way. They got a bunch of folks that are trying to, do what they can do. You say something about the Keishas. I don't believe in that Keisha stuff. I understand women but that's their environment. When your environment is like that, you just trying to adapt and survive and thrive in your environment. If you live in a place where you can't walk a block without somebody like, what's up with you, partner? You have to mold and gel with that. Get in where you fit in. Let somebody from the outside look in and they would say I was a bad kid when I'm saying I'm a kid that's trying to adapt to my environment. What I used to like to do when I was younger is sit in that kitchen with my grandmother while she tell me all this different stuff. And them ladies was hardened. I used to call my grandmother by her name because she didn't like that grandma stuff. So she used to tell us to call her Lois. My mom, too, used to tell us to call her Essie. I didn't really think much of it then, but later on, I thought about damn, that's interesting. Well, why wouldn't you be proud of being called grandma or mom? And yeah, people say I be saying stuff to these women on there. These are a bunch of aunties and older. Ain't no little young people on here. Not that I know of. And I don't mean no disrespect. When I see a lot of breastises, I like breastises. Forgive me for pointing out what I like. And bless them people. It's December. For some people, this is the hardest time of the year. Hug on your people. Help out your people if you can, if you're in a good place. Don't just let them go astray. And these people that be on here, listen, shout out to them. If we don't see them, shout out to them. Shout out to them. We care about you. We truly do. That's Steve. Bridget M. That's the thing about me. I don't think no women ever ran me. No women ever ran me. In fact, my mom attitude. Now, she never said, see, in this space, they talk about leadership and men leading people. She never said anything about leading anything. But what she did say a lot about was, don't be no fool. Don't be no sucker. She did say that. But I like to do things for my mother. I like to do things for my, well, let me see. When you get married, I guess that would be your mother-in-law. I like to do things for my mother-in-law. I liked Willie Mae. I liked a lot of women in my life because I saw how hard they was working. So it's because of the love for them women, I have a soft spot in my heart for other women, but I'm not stupid. Shout out to Rapping One. The King has made it into the building. I got to flip all that stuff over here to put the board up since I don't have emojis over here. But the king has made it into the building, y'all. Shout out to the king. But yeah, we got to get this channel monetized. I try to be over there at the other channel, but I got to get this one monetized because we got to do a couple of things. We got to do a couple of things, and getting this channel monetized is one of the most important ones. One of the most important ones. We had a few people come over here and crash out and snap out from that other channel. But shout out to that channel too. Shout out to the Gospel of Bob. Shout out to the Gospel of Bob. Oh, they had a crash. Whoa. Damn, I gotta check this out. They didn't. Oh shit. Munchie beat and flashed out on no jumper. Got drunk and was doing the most. Ooh, that alcohol is a monster. That alcohol is a monster. Damn. What do we do? What do we do? We got, listen. We need something for us. Oh, Rapid say having love for the mean girls. Do y'all feel like them girls is mean? Let's wait a minute. Let's talk about since the king said it. Let's talk about this right here for a hot second before we get back to Tommy Sotomayor and them. The king has said having love for the mean girls is goofy. Do y'all believe them girls is mean? What up, Studio Mansions? Do y'all believe that them girls? Do y'all believe that Venus is mean? Who all I said? Venus, Bomb Cherry, PH Diva. Who all is it? Venus, PH Diva, Bomb Cherry. Any one of them. Do y'all believe that women is mean, or do you believe that they just need a good, in and out, stroke gang? No, I don't think they angels. I think that, stuff going on in society and around us, and that, it's kind of willy-nilly. It's kind of willy-nilly. And it's what's crazy, like I live around a bunch of Latinos, and I know if some shit jump off, they're going to form Voltron, and they're going to be separate from me. But right now, in these moments, these are some of the kindest people I know. I don't really have no bad interactions with my Mexican counterparts. And one time I'm in the store with my wife and a dude come up in there. My wife looked at him and looked at me. He looked kind of rough, you know how they, And he said something to me. And I said, oh, brothers, blah, 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 blah. He said, oh, man, you pretty cool guy. You're not like what they say you are. And I said, well, whoever said that, they probably are like that. Yeah, listen, you just got a lot of situations. You just got to man up. Listen, PH Diva was my work wife. And don't get me wrong, she have her statistics and she got the way she feel and she substantiates her argument. And I bet it's some good loving on her. but she's a feminist, a boss chick. And I'm not mad at the boss chicks. I'm not mad at Ebony K. Williams. I'm not mad at Tracy Ellis Ross. I'm not mad at Tia Mowry. They're not gonna stay with you because they got their bread, right? And the guy that they want don't want them. And if they get the guy that they want, they probably gonna run him to the ringer. Yeah, man. You gotta break bread of faith dead, man. You gotta have access to some money. Gotta have access to some money so you can be able to, stay above water. And you gotta give people something, they enjoy, appreciate. They don't feel like they got, gypped out of anything. And, we just trying to make it happen. But the mean girls, I'm not finna go have no discussion with PH Diva. I know I'm gonna get dropped or something. I'm not finna go argue with that lady. Let them think what they want to think. I'm not finna go argue with Sharon. That would be futile. He just thinks what he want to think, and everything is zesty. Lover of men, Rimbro. He said something about just because your clit fell out don't mean you run anything. I've never heard that thing in my life. So if you have an elongated clitoris, that makes you a man. No, you still got a vagina under the clit. I don't know what he be talking about. Yes, y'all. Let's get back to it, though. Let's get back to Tommy Sotomayor and this conversation.
What you see on the news, and you take that and you highlight it. And one thing, Tommy, and given the last space we were in and we're talking about, see those white boys that were in there, they love to use your stuff so they can taunt other black people. It ain't about no educational value. It's so they can taunt. Look, you got even your own black people saying this right here, and you need to stop that. It creates jealousy. It creates, well, how dare you put him up here and he said this, even though he may be right. I'm mad. I'm pissed off.
It shouldn't create no jealousy, though. If we doing horrible things, we doing horrible things. And if that man highlights it, he highlights it. Why don't we put some emphasis on trying to do stuff that's more beneficial to us? I'm looking at some of these shows as, gang related. Like you got Community World and Back on Fig and what I think it's called Demon Exotic. All them folks are supposedly has something to do with some street stuff. But if it's about business, I was watching Back on Fig the other day. They supposedly Crips. They had a blood member on there. Stop letting it be so much about street stuff and let it be more about some money and protecting your community. And trying to educate the kids in that same way. What's more important? All them organizations began to protect the community. Now they terrorizing the community. I just think, as they said a long time ago, what the world needs now is love, sweet love. I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want to be hurt also. So I might get caught up in something, but understand if I do get caught up in it, it wasn't me. I'm not running around here trying to cause division and separate people and do all of this stuff. I may have some knee-jerk reactions and people feel some kind of way about it, but it ain't that. It ain't that. Like I was saying that one time when I made a comment, that wasn't about shitting on the person I made the comment to. It just was a knee-jerk reaction. I just believe if you can keep your children innocent, try to keep them innocent as long as possible. So I'm not taking the phones and the tablets and the computers and stuff away from them to be mean. I'm taking all that stuff away from them so they don't have all this adult type stuff on their mind. They may hear it in school from their friends or whatever else, but no, I want to keep you innocent as long as you possibly can be. Why would I rob you of your childhood because you got to know every single thing and go down rabbit holes of fuckery? Don't you think I should know the red pill? No, I think you should be an innocent child. I think you should be outside, which I used to take my son outside when I was in the back working on my backyard and pick up a salamander. Yeah, that's a salamander. You liking me slimy? Pick up a roly-poly. See the roly-poly? Try to keep them innocent. Get them into nature. Take off my shoes and walk in the grass. I think that's important. It's a good feeling, too, to just lay in the grass and, you know, let your body and skin touch grass and dirt and just, you know, let the sun hit your face. I used to go in my backyard and just lay down and just, they'd be like, what are you doing? Yeah, I'm trying to become one with nature. I got these fragrant trees. Now, I should have had more of a real garden, but I had more so of things that would attract like hummingbirds and would attract, you know, the fragrance attract different things, dragonflies. So it used to be, you know, it used to be kind of fascinating because I don't see them things everywhere all the time. So we see a hummingbird coming down there and messing with some pollen. We see a dragonfly, ladybugs, all of the stuff. I'm probably gonna bust out some concrete around here once I get my money right and get me a garden and get back to some grass too. I don't like the whole concrete jungle concept. It's okay to have a little concrete around, but you need some connection with the nature too.
But they use it because they know what they're doing with the manipulation. Shit, English is whooping my ass right now. But the manipulation that they're using, as far as putting someone out front and saying, "Look, this is a good Negro, right? And you need to act more like him." Well, why can't you accept me for who I am? I think that's what a lot of people think.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's the crazy part. What's going on? But
I think a lot of people have a lot of fear and they never really get an opportunity to get to know you. That's what it be. They believe in the propaganda. And sometimes they may look at some of these shows and hear us yelling at each other and think, oh, they'll delete it. No. I've been cussed out by a lot of these different people. I've been cussed out by Fantastic. I ain't got no smoke with Fantastic. I don't think Fantastic got no smoke with me. Why would we have smoke? I just did something he didn't agree with at one time. And, you know, he got the right to his anger. And thank you for apologizing and still love the brother. But yeah, we just got to do better with each other. That's for damn sure.
They have to address some issues too. And for me, this is how I feel. A bad person is a bad person. I don't care what color you are. Be fair in the conversation. Be fair and honest in the conversation. But everyone wants to get.
But I got to say this. Maybe this is where a lot of
the bigger picture though is that a bad person around good people that pretty much enable him. That'd be the issue, really. You got all these people that call themselves good people that's tucking their tail and bombing their head and just ignoring everything. If you don't do anything to, you know, make the community better, you're part of the problem too. One way you can make the community better is don't be one of them people. That's why I look at it. Your daughters are safe around me. Your sons are safe around me. Your wives are safe around me. I'm not going to be one of them people. And we got a lot of people that's, you know, casually into some serious fuckery. And they cool with it.
The pro-blacks might have a point.
Mm-hmm.
We keep trying to play fair with a group of people that ain't never going to play fair with us.
Never. Yeah. I can agree with that.
Think about it. We saw our ancestors do it. They tried to do it in the 60s. They tried to do it in the 50s. They tried to do it in the 30s. They tried to do it in the 20s. Try to prove to these white people we're good people and they won't bomb our church. They bombed it. Tried to prove to these white people we're self-sufficient and we'll run our town and won't go bother them and won't do anything over there. They can eat at their own restaurant, do all this, and they still came to your town. It seems like even when you stand up and say, you got a point, we need to stop the violence, we need to do any of that stuff, you're still a big lip monkey nigger to them.
Oh, it's always that. I think one thing is this: even what they say about the Asian community, they use the racial epithets and everything else. Asian community don't give a fuck about anybody else. They just stay in their little hovel, talk to who they need to talk to, and communicate with each other. It will be beneficial.
And that's what we need to do. How do we do it? That's what we need to do. How do we do it? How do we do that on a mass scale? How do we do that? How do we get our own farmland so we can sell, our products? How do we get our own farmers market so we can sell our products? How do we get, some mass production with everything? How do we become insulated and can spend with ourselves so that dollar can stay with us for the longest time? And I mean across the board. Because we don't own a hair industry no more. We don't own these liquor stores anymore. I'm just seeing everything just go. When I was younger, all these liquor stores was black folks. Most of these diners was black folks. And it's crazy in the city where it's a bunch of different people. Literally all these stores. When I used to go on East 14th between Seminary and 60th, that liquor store was owned by some black folks. Over there by my grandmother's house, she lived on 6919 Hamilton. So this had to be 70th, maybe 71st in Hamilton. It's two stores on both corners, both Nelson's and Nelson's and Taylor's, both black stores. They shut down now. I remember going to school in the morning. I would walk up to East 14th and walk past Quickways and stare in that window and watch them make pies from scratch every morning. Half of chickens. They be setting up everything. Pluckies and Food Town, black owned. Walk past the Temple when I used to be in Martin Luther King library. Right across the street was C.P. Bannon. On that corner was an MB's. It was a wild childhood, but it was exciting and fun. I wonder, do kids nowadays have fun like that? I remember going to the skating ring, dancing at the Temple, watching them build Rainbow Center. A lot of fun. And now, I hope people can find some enjoyment out here in these streets instead of being angry all the damn time.
Beneficial if you could just put your fucking phone down. You could put your fucking phone down and don't put it on the internet for everyone to fucking see that y'all out there fighting, because you know how it's going to get scrutinized.
Thank you.
Yeah. Listen,
go ahead, Fantas.
Shout out to Corey for saying that, man. Again, we are the biggest contributors to our own demise in that, and our own.
That's for damn sure. What's up, Stanley?
On motherfucking looking like these horrible individuals, because everybody got their fucking cell phone out and everybody posting the shit to the West Man. Even the main perpetrators, which is crazy. Right, all these fights, all this crazy shit that's going on. Spirit Airlines, like, come on, man. We don't need any more help. But then, once you cover it, you the problem. So you did the stupid shit and posted it because I want to talk about it and point out, look at him. Now it's something wrong with me. But no, man. On top of that, like you said, I think the Asians, Corey, is a great point, and I say this all the time. When I was in the Navy, bro, Filipinos, you call it the Filipino mafia. When I tell you, I've never, seen a group of people, camaraderie, no matter what. Hey man, you Filipino, bro? You know what I mean? And bro, it's instant. Like they best friends and they look out for each other and whatever. There's way too many of us, bro, for us not to have that attitude, not have that understanding. It's way too much money. Like I said, I think if we were our own economy, we'd be like a top 15 or maybe top 10.
That's a fact. We got to stop looking at each other with disdain. We got to find a way to find a way. What can we get control over? How can we uplift each other? How can we employ each other? How do we really make this happen? Cut all this bullshit out. Keep being cutthroat. How do we make it happen? Stop talking about it. Let's make it happen.
Just off of the money that we have amongst each other, there's no excuse for us not to have our own economic foundation, right? It's no excuse for us not to have these things. And that's why the Asians are able to do that, because the Asians lock tight and the Asians out earn the white man. So the Asians tell the white man, hey, bitch, fuck you. We got a Chinatown over here out in the West Coast, Washington and Oregon and shit. We run all the government and shit. We got the the city councils and all this other shit and so on and so forth. And we make the rules how we want it to be. And bro, that's what we should be doing, man. But niggas is too worried about the wrong shit, man.
Hey, what about the Mexicans too? The Mexicans kind of look out for
let me see if I can get this brother to whatever it is, you got other shit playing in the background. You gotta cut it off. I can't bring you up.
Yeah, just mute him, Tom. Mute him for the meantime. You gotta cut the YouTube off in the back, because that's me. I hear me. So yeah, he definitely got Andy behind. So yeah.
Okay, I muted him. Go ahead. Whoever said what about the Mexicans?
Yeah, I was saying, what about the Mexicans? When Mr. Fantastic was saying about the Asian community, the Mexicans kind of stick together too. In Chicago, I live in a mixed neighborhood with Mexicans. So yeah, they do talk about like the ones that's born in Mexico kind of don't like the ones that's born over here, but they still look out for each other though. Like they call each other, I think it's paisans and all this other shit, but they still look out for them. Like if one come up,
not paisan, that's Italian. They call themselves paisa. Wait a minute, let's do something right quick. Let's see something right quick. Somebody said I was talking to him too much, and this is things we gotta break out of. We gotta stop doing this. We gotta grow.
Come on in.
Plan, it's always a treat when players meet.
What's going on with your kills?
Nah, yo, that was some real shit you said though about like you don't got no beef with me, you don't got no beef with John God, you don't got no beef with Izzy. You know what I mean? Even though we may dislike each other, or well, not even dislike, because I don't really got no smoke with you. You know what I'm saying? We all could grow in these spaces. I still support your platform. It's your wrong platform, whoever platform, bro. You know what I mean?
Well, what you think about the conversation that Tommy and Fantastic is having right now about how to bring cool resources together and be a more tight-knit community like all the other communities? You see how the Latinos have La Raza. You got the Asians, it's all together. Yeah, that's one group.
Hey, yo, fam, I got too much pride. I got too much ego. Like Fantastic, I seen what he did in these spaces, so he right. You know what I mean? Hold on, my bad. Hold up.
You don't believe in group economics? And then the other thing, all this emphasis on who's a tether. I think it's too much time spent on that.
Yeah. But that is, I watched too much of Lucky Luciano videos, and he had everybody underneath one umbrella when it came to the council. I don't think people thinking like that. Like I think Keon said it. Like let's drop all the flags and let's come underneath one umbrella. I like Africans. I like yo. In my community, I'm around Puerto Ricans, I'm around Jamaicans. I may know like one or two Haitians. Like I'm around a lot of people, bro. So I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that separatism. I don't believe in that. You heard?
Yeah. Hey, TMKC. Yeah. People be thinking the war. Ain't no war going on.
Ain't no gender war going on, bro. If you understand what goes on behind the scenes, everybody loving on each other behind the scenes. People don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, they sneaky linking.
Yeah, they sneaky linking behind the scenes. You know what's going. Come on, man. Come on, bro. So let's be honest. Let's be honest, bro. it look good on the front end, but people don't know what goes on behind the scenes, brother.
That's interesting.
It's a whole different party, you heard?
Yep.
It's a cash cow.
Yep.
No, Primo Paisan is Italian. Primo is Mexican or Hispanic. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they don't say paisan. Yeah, that's Italian. Paisa.
Oh, okay, yeah. They call themselves. I don't know. You know what? That's crazy. I don't even know the slurs, but they'll tell you the slur.
Primo means like cousin or family.
Yeah.
It's something it's something that they called that the ones from Mexico called the ones over here, and the ones from over here called the ones from Mexico. They got their slurs, you know, but they still look out for each other. Where if you come over here, if you ain't got no car, they'll give you a car, they'll give you a job, they'll give you somewhere to stay. Even if you stay in their basement, you will be okay.
Oh, well, hell, the Nigerians do that. They call the ones Akata, the ones that are over here that are Nigerian versus the ones that are from there, and they still look out for each other.
Yeah. Camaraderie, bro. Like I said, it's been too long for us to not have this shit together. But when you talk about it, the biggest issue and the problem are the niggas and people that want to make excuses for the niggas and give them focus to the niggas.
Yep.
And people are trying to reform the niggas. No, leave the niggas alone, man. What we really need to do for real, like The Wire, create a motherfucking Amsterdam, nigga. Hey, all the nigga shit, go over there and do it. All right, we ain't gonna bother you. You never gonna stop the niggas from niggering. So go over there and do that.
Right there, brother.
Don't bother us. You come over here.
Fam, Fantastic will cross you over a female, and I bet $100. So he's saying going to Amsterdam, right? In The Wire,
Amsterdam.
right?
You remember on The Wire, Amsterdam.
Yeah. Amsterdam. That what the chief did, yo.
They can sell
chief.
drugs over there and they wouldn't get messed with.
Fantastic will cross you if you put one female. I don't care if she a crackhead. I don't care if she a pretty crackhead or a pretty chick. We seen this in the space. Ask around. Fantastic. Ask Kuda. Fantastic will cross you over a female. He drove 500 miles to go see a chick, bro. He will cross you over a female.
They already proved that was a lie, though.
Nah, it's actually no.
I remember that back then. That's when what's her name was around? Jessica
China. No, it was over China. See, you don't even know. It was over.
No, I said that's when Jessica X was around. Damn it.
Oh yeah. And then he crossed Kuda over her because he was feeling her. He was feeling Jessica X too, and never seen her face. He crossed Kuda over that. Go ask him. He'll tell you I ain't capping, bro. And you know Kuda don't lie. That's one thing about Kuda. He always trying to help out the brothers when it comes to anything y'all want.
Oh no, Kuda helped me. Kuda helped me buy most of my equipment.
And that's one of his weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? He armed a lot of people
up.
He
told me about the Zoom P4. He told me about microphones. He told me about a whole bunch of shit. Yeah, shout out to Kuda.
So you don't know. So you don't know the back and forth between him and Kuda, between Fantastic and Kuda.
Yeah, I remember when they was funking, but they was all funking. I remember when they was funking with Obsidian because Obsidian was saying folks need to wear suits and have business looking backgrounds and all this other stuff. And Fantastic was saying you could broadcast from a car if you got something to talk about. It's not about the fanciness of it. It's about you having an argument that you can substantiate.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool and dandy. But what about when Fantastic was siding with Obsidian and nobody didn't really want to rock with Obsidian because he was talking about
I remember all of them. I remember him fighting with Obsidian. I remember when they was fighting with Kevin Samuels. I remember when Ramil, Amir, and Ty City and them was fighting about. Yeah, I remember all them little fights.
And they all and Fantastic was kissing all them niggas' asses. We was against all of that shit. We was against it. We was against when we found out like all the shit that Obsidian was talking about that never was really real because he just finally got a chick. He finally just showing his face. He finally started changing his rhetoric, bro. But in the beginning of this space, when you watching it in real time, the shit was crazy. Fantastic was hopping on his wave. Like anybody who got it, see now Hemp got the wave. So now Fantastic is jumping on that way because that's the new dude in this space. That's the cool dude. You know what I'm saying? But Fantastic is just like a panel prostitute, brother. Whoever got the wave, that's where he gonna go. He flow wherever the water go. And I'm just being honest. That is my humbly opinion. This is not lightest work. I'm just saying, bro, you gotta stand on something, man, or you fall for anything, brother. That's all I'm saying.
What's wrong with going to the space? What's wrong with going to the place where the action is at? Especially if you have something to add.
Mikey.
I've been to all the panels.
Okay, that's cool though, but you never did no funny business when it came like behind the scenes. I never heard of you doing nobody greasy. I never heard you breaking up a brotherhood over a woman. You know what I'm saying? So say like if we have a union like the Black Panther Party or like a Muslim organization, I think that's what y'all one of these spaces like a union or whatever the case may be. So what if a woman get involved in it? Because that's how a lot of things happen. That's how brothers get deleted over a woman. That's how a lot of empires crumble over a woman. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say, man. See, he's saying let's create this organization, but is he really living it though? Like you gotta stand for something or you fall for anything, brother. Do you rather live on your feet or die on your knees? However that thing go, like
yeah.
Some people just be saying this, bro.
It still need to be done though. Whether they just saying it or not, it still need to be done. There got to be some kind of way where you can find, whether it's your family, whether it's sometimes your family don't be your blood, but it got to be some kind of way where we because what I thought the manosphere was when I first heard about it was supposed to be about uplifting brothers. That's what I thought it was.
It was in the beginning. It was in the beginning of it. Didn't it change? You right. It was.
So
but
then what happened?
See now though?
What happened?
Man, it's a long story. What happened was
like to me, I like people talk about like gig economy and remote work and crowdsourcing and having funnels and websites and all this. Where is the people that's emphasis on that to give you all the access to? Because it's a lot of cats out here that's older and they're not finna be able to go to no college and do 4 years to get a bachelor's or get whatever. So they need something they can get to the bread today. Where's them channels at?
Nah, yo. First of all, your mic sounding crazy right now.
Well, everything over here is jumbled. The lighting went out 2 or 3 times.
Okay, what happened was we couldn't get to that because it was a lot of it was the beef behind the scenes, bro. It was all the beef. So the websites was out of here. Somebody did trademark it. Somebody did trying to trademark this space, but then that fall to the wayside. It was a magazine. People did have a magazine in the space trying to support the manosphere, the Black manosphere, or whatever you want to call this space, right? Somebody did trying to do a magazine. That falls to the waistline because it was so much going on. It was so many, like in the inside beef though. It wasn't beef with it never be beef with the white man, brother. It always be us.
So you talking about the when Donovan Sharp and Obsidian them was all leaving out of the manosphere and creating the Black manosphere?
Yeah, around that time.
That's when it was that Manosphere magazine. Then somewhere around there, I remember when Ramil and them was talking.
But Crimson Kerr wasn't Crimson Kerr at that time, yo. Her name was this Kendra.
She was with Angry Man at that time, right?
Yeah, yo, she was with Angry Man. That's where it get kind of sticky because that's when Angry Man got mad when they went on another panel. Her and DS1 did some crazy shit.
Every time I see DS1 now, he cussing somebody out.
Yeah, like cause
Like
he DS1,
he
he mad.
got major smoke with Fantastic. He just got through cussing out Fantastic on Freezy panel one day.
Yeah, cause he that is a sticky situation because DS1 won his props, yo. Ain't nothing wrong with your props. Ain't nothing wrong with getting your flowers, your crown, or whatever. But he feel like he put in so much work into the space and he never got his just due. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
Well,
he
ain't that up
actually
to the
did put in
people?
his, huh?
Isn't that up to the people though?
Yeah, it is up to your
I think it
audience. It's
is
up to your
because we
yeah.
all been around for a minute, but if somebody got a little bit more talent and can do something a little bit better than you, the people gonna go where the fun is at. Because you got to think about it like this. Fatty wasn't even trying to have his channel at first. He was running Q channel for a minute. He was running JP channel for a minute. So just think about all the stuff he accomplished in this short amount of time.
Damn, yo, that's crazy. Yeah, yo, okay, brother. Bro, Fatty got like he know how to do like he's more okay, boom. It just like a rapper, right? You got some dudes who just know how to spit lyrics and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? You got some dudes who just only know how to do that. Then you got other dudes who know how to rap and do production, make the beats, do the production. You know what I mean? Produce the music, deal with distribution and all of that. A dude that wear many hats. Fatty know how to wear many hats. You got some dudes who just know how to work one or two hats. So I'm not trying to diminish nobody. Don't. But
no, what I'm saying is that if it's about how long you've been around and the people that know your name, I use him as an example because I remember in the beginning he wasn't even trying to do his own thing. He wanted to work with people. So he's been around about the same amount of time as me. I came right after JP and Fat M was over there on Fight Club. So I've been around, you know, I got a slow build. So it depends on what the people want. If the people feeling you, the people feeling you. I'm consistent with the things I do. If people like it, they'll be here. If they don't be here, I need to do something more. That's on me. I can't be upset because this person over here got more light than I got. They got it honestly. Fatty got it honestly.
Okay. I'll give you that. Okay, damn man, how the fuck can I explain this shit to you? Okay, like this space, right now, currently, it's like Fight Club dudes. That's what I call y'all, like the Fight Club dudes, the Anton space, whatever. Y'all brought the look. Y'all brought the look to the space. You know what I'm saying? Y'all brought the cameras to the space, everything like that. You know what I'm saying? But the man of spirit is always going to be the talking points. Always going to be the talking points. You can't take nothing away from that. It is what it is.
Well, look. Let's take this for example. Witch Doctor wasn't on Fight Club.
Yeah, but nobody can do what he do though.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. It ain't about where you come from. It's about you as the individual.
Yeah.
So if you got good production, you got good shorts, you got good whatever, it's you. It's not where you come from. It's about what you're capable of doing.
Yeah.
Come on in.
Grand rising queen, shine like you mean. Forever may you gleam. You are everything.
Hello, beautiful.
Hey, Night. Hi, Night.
Yes.
Hi, Keels.
How you doing this early morning?
What's good with you?
I've been panel hopping all day, so I was like, you know what? Let me end up my nightcap with Nightish.
That's what's up, yo. We need some female energy up here.
And I miss you over there. You gotta come back home.
I'm at home. What do you mean?
No, you know what I'm talking about. Your second home, all right?
Look at her. She all dolled up and no place to go.
That's right.
What's going on with you, ma'am?
No, I was actually on the one that you're reacting to now, Tommy's panel.
Oh, you were on that panel?
Yeah, I went for a little bit. It was good. Good conversation.
He's talking about why the community is so fragmented and can't get a stronghold with at least 10% of the people to, you know, pool some resources and keep it consistent. Right. And I wonder why that is an issue also. Or what is it that is keeping us divided? So I decided to bring a guy who considers himself my op up here tonight, Mr. James Kills, and, you know, have a discussion about why we can't just get along.
Can't we all just get along?
Yeah.
I think it's by design. I think unfortunately we all feed into it. I think it's a distraction. I think that if we focused on like what was actually going on in the world instead of this in-house fighting.
Yeah.
But it's also online on YouTube. It gives you something to talk about. People love it. They love the back and forth. You know, it makes money. So I don't know. You're stuck between a rock and a hard, right? Do you want to do content, make money? Do you want to feed into the narrative of what's going on? Do you want to fix it? Because if you fix it, then there's nothing to really watch or to give the people, right? So
I think it is something to watch. It just, you know, it's smoke and mirrors. I think a lot of it is smoke and mirrors. It's a puppet master behind there. It may be Richard Pryor laying in a dingy bed saying he's Oz, and then Donna Ross and Michael Jackson and find him in that bed and he said everything you heard about me is true.
Right.
So we got to get past the smoke and mirrors and get down to the people working together and stop looking for, you know, the skies to part and some super entity to come here. Maybe if the aliens come, maybe if that rock land here and this aliens, we'll all get along then.
Well, it's like what Reagan said. It's going to take something from outer space, right?
Yeah.
To come to actually bring us together. And that's exactly, you know, the kind of something's going to have to happen like that in order for everyone to stop fighting within themselves.
Yeah, because the fighting is pointless. What's up, Art? Go ahead, Kills.
Art? May I ask you a question? I don't know your name.
RLM.
RLM.
RLM, right? So, do you know who Nikki Bonds is?
Yeah, I heard the name. Yeah.
So
the gangster.
Nah, hold on, yo. I'm going somewhere with this, right? so I'm going somewhere, right? It sounds outrageous, right? But hold on, like this. Go on mute real quick because your microphone sound crazy. That was funny, right? That was funny. So I'm just trying to break the ice, right? I'm trying to break the ice. So listen to this. So put on your thinking caps. Now this you can jump in if you want to, because this is your panel. What if you got a well-oiled machine, right? That's worth, say, roughly like $2 million, right? Monthly, right? And then you hear about, oh, the boss is getting mad because the underboss is messing with a chick. And then you want to cooperate. Should he cooperate, or should he just take his time or whatever and let the well-oiled machine keep on going and he's still going to get a monthly payment? What do you think about that?
I mean,
in your humbly opinion,
what incentive does he have to cooperate?
Because the underboss is messing with his chick.
Oh, the underboss is messing with his chick.
The boss chick.
So like Scarface, the movie.
Okay.
When Scarface went after his boss's girl.
Okay. Oh.
So do you think like they should take their time and let the monthly payments come in, or do you think that he should toll because somebody is messing with another band's, you know, chick or whatever?
I don't get involved in people's business.
No, I'm just asking.
No, yeah, that's what I wouldn't. I would keep on collecting my shit, keep my head down, because it never ends well for whoever gets involved ever.
That's this space. That's this space. That's this space. That's where the space got messed up at. You see how I bind it together? You see it? That's actual factual. That's real.
I feel you. You from New York, no?
Yeah, no, I'm
They,
from
New
upstate,
Yorkers,
Rochester.
Upstate
New
New York.
Yorkers wouldn't consider him to be New York.
Because he's
They-
upstate, but
yeah,
I'm Long
yeah,
Island.
Yeah.
They didn't consider me New York either, because Long Island. So
Where you from? Long Island, Strong Island.
Strong Island, yeah.
Yeah, Strong Island. See, you
Mhm.
see, I know a little something.
They didn't mess with upstate until Wu-Tang.
Mm-hmm.
Before Wu-Tang, they didn't consider them people to be New York.
No, Long Island and Staten Island is two different places, brother. For the record.
I know.
Yeah.
But listen, I know it's all about the 5 boroughs, and y'all not one of the 5.
No.
So that's the thing right there. So that's why I say they mess with Wu-Tang, but not where Wu-Tang come from. And now they mess with Griselda, but not where Griselda
I was about
come
to say
from.
that. What about 38 Special though? You don't know nothing
Yeah,
about
they
38
messed with
Special.
them, but they didn't acknowledge them back in the day. It was the 5 boroughs, period.
That's it.
That's a fact.
And even Queens wasn't really.
It was
looked down on
Queens.
Yeah.
It was Queens.
Mhm.
But now it's Queens.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what KRS-One whole argument was. It was all about the South Bronx, and they wasn't messing with Queens. That's why MC Shan and all them, the Juice Crew, was feuding with Boogie Down Productions.
Yeah, so Bronx keep creating it, Brooklyn keeps on faking it, Manhattan keeps
Yeah.
on faking it, and Queens keeps on faking it.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
That was it.
Yo, how you know that?
Bro, like I said, I'm from New York.
Wow.
How don't you hear that Angie Martinez accent,
Don't
Kills?
play
Oh
me.
yeah, yo. I am so disappointed in Angie Martinez when she did that one makeup. I'm like, yo, that makeup do not fit you though, because she looked like gothic. You remember that one episode where she had the gothic look? I was
No.
like, that don't fit you. But now she
It's not-
looking in her original self though, because I've been
Shout out to
watching her
all the
videos
Latinas
lately.
from the East Coast.
I
Shout out to
love
my
Angie
Latinas.
Martinez. Jersey Shore. I used to watch Jersey Shore a lot. I actually went to Jersey Shore before, so
Same.
I like that shit.
Was it dirty? Did it stink?
Hell no, that shit was nice. What you
Oh, the
talking
show was
about?
so much
I had
fun.
the time of my life, bro.
was so
The
much
time of
fun.
my life. Like,
Yeah.
yo, don't females will punch you in your face, bro. Don't get it. They will punch you. Yo, Italian women will hurt you, bro. Like, you got to be real careful, yo. They don't play no games, bro. You better watch Goodfellas again. You better
Listen,
watch Goodfellas.
they need to be concerned about their man's gumas.
They all have gumas. They know about the gumas. The gumas are gumas. You know, what are you going to do?
Yeah. Shout out to them.
Like, when you watch the Goodfellas, what did the boss say? You flaunting her. You're not supposed to flaunt your guman. You know what I'm saying? He was doing too much. He was flaunting her.
Wait a minute. You got to understand this.
You gotta watch it.
They had a gumas as their therapist and everything else. All the things they won't say to their wives, you know, they gumas, you know, do all the things their wife won't do.
But they took care of their gumas now. They take
Yeah.
good care of them. They just
But what's the point though? What did the boss
Listen. Have you ever heard of the whore Madonna complex?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they want their wives to be Madonnas. They don't ever want to look at their wives as a whore, so they get the guma to be, you know, that other thing. And somehow they just more comfortable with the guma than they are with their wives. So if you ever looked at the Sopranos, like you just said, he didn't really talk to his wife as much as he talked to his gumas.
Right.
They was like his therapist. And then his actual therapist, he started to fall in love with.
And then they also don't believe in divorce, you know?
Yeah, because they
Facts.
Catholics.
Yeah.
Facts. But the main thing, Knight, is when you watch Goodfellas, the main thing that the boss told him was, why is you flaunting your gumas though? You're supposed to keep her a secret. You're not supposed to flaunt her. Because you're making the organization look bad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're about family, they're about business, they're about, you know what I'm saying? They want to make it look good on the front end. You can do whatever you want to do on the back end, but don't mess up the organization. We posted.
When you start talking about Joe Pesci and De Niro movies, they kind of blur for me. I get Casino and Goodfellas and all of them mixed up. So
me too.
Goodfellas was the one with Ray Liotta that it's the true story about the he brought the cocaine in. They stole the airplane like
Yeah. I just get them mixed up because I know that Little Nicky probably was in Casino that was protecting. I think De Niro wife in that movie was Sharon Stone, and she was messing with James Spade, the man who was always around. And then what's the other one? Goodfellas with Ray Liotta as a little boy. He didn't tell. I get that one mixed up. What's going on in there?
He was half Italian, half Irish, so he couldn't be fully made. Yeah.
So I somehow sometimes get them mixed up. So when you start talking about all them movies, it's a blur to me now because I'm thinking of The Godfather, Goodfellas, Casino, and I don't know how many movies Joe Pesci and De Niro have made together. So it started becoming a blur. James Woods was Sharon Stone's boyfriend. Hey, Deborah Leonelli. That's an Italian sounding name, Leonelli.
Yep.
Let's get back to it.
My last name is Marino, right? Couldn't get any more Italian than that.
I don't want no horses' heads in my bed, so I gotta,
Then you gotta watch yourself.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Behave.
Let's see. Let's get back to Sotomayor and Fantastic.
Here, you getting locked up. We telling on you all that shit. Because until we get comfortable with letting that aspect go, right, and making that separation, we're never gonna be able to get ahead, man. Because that's the first thing that come up.
And I have to think about it. Like again, some white guy just sent me a post. He's a groper, 4'5", whatever. He got a picture of this white guy with a water hose spraying this little black kid, and it says, "Go be a nigger somewhere else." Mind you, he's on my page telling me to go be a nigger somewhere else. I don't know how this white guy, groper 4'5'4", found me, but I also pointed out to the white people because I know. Here's the thing: we can talk about the black problem ad nauseum. The black problem will not fix itself unless black people start to do something about it. But my problem is when the white people come over and the white guys like, yeah, y'all need to fix that problem. I'm like, one, you don't want us to fix the problem. Let's get that straight. Because you ain't never like to see a black man do better than you. That's number one. Let's go to number two, though. Number two is this. White people are the last people to have to worry about, like, if a black person wants to murder someone, it's going to be somebody that looks like them. They have actually kind of taught black to be more comfortable doing things to other blacks than doing it to the whites. If you think about it,
it's less consequence. Black on black crime is less consequence. You're not going to get locked. They're not going to put you under jail for doing something to your own people. And the other thing is that criminality is an industry. If all of a sudden all black folks say, we're going to stop committing crime, that's going to stop lawyers from having jobs, probation officers, parole officers, COs, prison. No, they need you to commit crime so they can keep, and it's not just you. That's the other thing. If we are a minority in this group, they need the majority of their poor people to commit crime because that's an industry. That's what they say. The prison industrial complex is a real thing.
Right, it is a real thing. But what Tommy is talking about, see, it's kind of messed up because when you watch Training Day, right, and when Denzel was talking to the white dude in the car, he was like, "Yo, the wolf go after the wolf, but the sheep protecting the sheep." So what I get by that is back in the day when Bumpy Johnson was running around, when Frank Lucas was running around, they protected the sheep. It wasn't a lot of crime going on, bro. It was always, you got to go to the bars, they get it okay. You make sure that the old lady was good. You pay the rent. These are things that Bumpy Johnson and Frank Lucas actually
There was a
did.
lot of crime going on.
Yes. Of course, it was a lot of crime going on. But hold on, though. But they protected the old lady.
Because you said you think it wasn't a lot of crime going on. It was a lot of crime.
I never said that. I
Okay,
never
okay, I
said
thought
that,
you said.
brother. I never said that, brother. I said it was okay. It was, of course, it was a lot of crime going on, but they protected their community. If the old lady needed her rent paid, she could go to Bumpy Johnson. If this person needed to be protected, this like in Godfather, when the priest came to him and he was like, yo, you never ever recognized me, but you want me to do this because of your daughter and all of this thing, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you had to pay homage. So after he paid homage, he got protected, you know what I mean? Like whatever he needed. It was that type of thing, bro. When you
They
watch
had to
the
pay that money
Godfather.
back with interest, though.
No, he paid it back. No, he ain't paid it back with interest. He paid it back. He paid it back when Sonny got deleted. When Sonny got deleted, then he went to the same priest and was like, yo, can you take care of this? The funeral costs. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I need you to make him look good because Sonny got a lot of bullet holes in him. You know what I'm saying? When he went to the toll booth. You know what I mean? Like how he got deleted. So he was like, yo, I just want him to make him look good. So he don't have a closed casket, brother, when you watch that again, bro. So it was like one of them trade-offs. You understand what I'm trying to say?
What's up, Nomadic Washingtonian? Let's see what else popped up in here. Deborah, Stanley. I think we didn't highlighted everybody. Let's get back to Tommy and Fantastic.
When they rioted in California after Rodney King, you know where they didn't go and burn?
The white neighborhood, Beverly Hills. None of the white shit.
None of the rich people.
Because they knew the cops would treat them differently if they did. You have an understanding. Blacks have an understanding. I always equated it to what dogs do when they see each other. Both dogs are on chains around their necks. White person walks with dog. White person walks with dog. Soon as the two dogs see each other, what do? They be trying to fight their way out of the thing around their neck to get at each other. Getting pulled back by the white person. For those who didn't know, again, I ain't never been accused of being pro-black. I've been a coon. But y'all don't understand. How many of y'all remember that video I did with them white dudes, with all them white people, where I said, I'm tired of people. I still think it was a brilliant skit. I said, I'm tired of people saying that I have a bunch of white followers. That's not true. But as I was walking down the street saying it, there was nothing but white people walking up to me and speaking and trying to shake my hand. And at the end, I have an entire group of white people waiting to get to see me. And so it's trying to be funny, but there's one scene in there that's really poignant. As I'm walking, there's a black guy that walks out. And the black guy's line to me was one thing. He said, hey, I thought I was the only black guy in this skit. Out of everything that was being said, I wanted to point out the black guy just saw me as a threat to him and his position around the whites, because there can only be one. And have you noticed black people, if you get a job and it's one black guy at that job, he thinks you're there to take his place. Look at what they do to black athletes. They always talk about black athletes supplanting the other black athlete. They don't talk about whites doing that. There's room for all the whites. There's room for different kinds of whites. But there's only room for one black. And it was funny because when I watched Eddie Murphy's documentary, he spoke about that. He said when he came up and they showed the interviews they were doing with Richard Pryor, and it was disrespectful. They had Richard Pryor sitting right there, and they said to Richard Pryor, so is Eddie Murphy the new Richard Pryor? And you could see the look on Richard Pryor's face. He even talked about his inability to...
Yeah, because there was that Highlander type of attitude back in the day. There could only be one black. And Eddie was Richard's replacement. is what Richard felt. No, Richard, you're just getting old, man. Before Richard, what was it? Dick Gregory, Bill Cosby. It was always just one at a time for the longest until like the early to mid 90s. Then it was a bunch of them. Because you got to understand, after Eddie, you had, but even with Eddie was a part of a whole family of people because Eddie come up out of that Robert Townsend, Keenan Ivory Wayans, Damon Wayans, David Allen Greer, all them people helped Eddie produce some of his stand-up specials. So it was a bunch of comedians around, but they didn't have the spotlight on them. But right after Eddie, you had Martin, Chris Tucker, Bernie Mac. It was an army of people that came out.
Mm-hmm.
So that one person comedian stuff ended like in the mid 90s. Before that, was only one comedian at a time.
To find joy in Eddie Murphy getting successful because it was taking roles from him. Because it can only be one.
Niggerlander.
Yep. Can only be one. Y'all fight over it.
Yeah.
Hey, isn't that what you laugh? But isn't that what the Joker did in the second Batman?
Yeah. No, not fight over it. Kill over it. They can only be, and you got to chop his head off. Niggerlander.
Yep. There's one spot available. Broke the pool table and threw it out there. You figure it out. Yeah.
One spot left on the team.
Yeah.
God, no. Thank you, April, for throwing $50 at your boy and saying happy birthday. And thank you for all you guys who are doing the Rumble Ranters. But I know we got some new people on the board. Landlord 84. You got something to say?
He not up.
Oh, I didn't add. Oh, damn. My bad.
Yeah. You didn't have me up. I'm like, man, I know I'm not tripping.
I was like, you ain't gonna talk, nigga.
I know I wasn't tripping and shit. But yeah, what's up with it, man? Hey, I said in the chat, man, it's good to see you still around, bro. You know, I know we had our little clashes back in the day and everything, but it's good to see you're still around. What's up to everybody else that's up on the panel and shit? You know, I came up here to speak up on the Hispanic thing, you know, and me being in California, you know, and believe me, they clash, and it all depends on what you look at as Hispanic or Spanish or Latin or whatever it is, because the Mexicans who are born in Mexico and the ones who are born here that you know have lineage here, they don't really hate each other, at least here in Northern California.
Yes, here's what it is with that. You got Sureños and Norteños. So the ones from the south and the ones from the north, they kind of got a little bit of a clash. And then we think everything is Latino. So El Salvadorians are not Mexicans. You can mix them up. And then it's a whole lot going on that's about like minutia. It's small stuff, but yeah, they don't get along like that.
Oh no, we don't. I mean, and you want to talk about colorism in the Latino community, it's really, really bad. So like the Cubans, I'm part Cuban, Puerto Rican. So the Cubans who look the whitest hate on everyone, right? And then it goes down. Then the Puerto Ricans hate the Dominicans. Dominicans hate Panamanians. Everyone dislikes the Mexicans. So every time they say that this is only in the Black community and the Latinos are different, I'm like, no, sir.
That's why. That's why Big Pun made that song where he was saying Boricua Moreno. It's because of darker skinned people. It's a caste system, pretty much.
Yep, exactly that.
The lighter and brighter that you are, like when I look at Telemundos and I look at their news, you see fair skin, almost white looking Latinos, blonde hair, they're taller. You don't see the little short red. What I look at when I think of a Mexican, they're smaller people, darker people. They don't really get them a whole lot of shine. So they love a Canelo because you know he's a red haired, fair skinned.
Yeah. Like they all live in Mexico City. They're all direct Spanish descent, and they don't look anything. They don't represent the Mexican people at all. So
yeah. Hey Reese, Let's get back to it, because that's what it breaks down to, some bullshit. That's what I'm saying. The people that you can get along with, no matter if they're Dominican, Puerto Rican, Haitian, West Indian, you really getting into the minutia. They look black to me, but look at his forehead. It's a Somalian. And yeah. That's not for me to try to figure out. If they cool, they cool. If they're not cool, they're not cool.
Thanks.
But they don't like the motherfuckers from South America. And usually that's where the real problem really comes from, the motherfuckers who are south of the border from actually Mexico. So it gets real rough up here between the Hispanics and all that type of shit. When you got the little short motherfuckers, they got a little name for these little short motherfuckers from El Salvador and all that type of shit. You know, so it's definitely a big difference. So you can look, black folks, white folks, everybody can look at them all being the same, and they really aren't the same. I know I have kids who are biracial with Hispanic, with Mexico. And one of my grandkids their family is from a certain part of Mexico who that they don't fuck with my granddaughter's Mexico side of the family type shit. And them two baby mamas don't get along with each other and shit. So, I mean, it shit goes deep. They not together like you think they together.
No, I never said nothing about South Americans. I said Mexicans.
Yeah, I just told you about Mexico, but yeah.
I said Mexicans. I said Mexicans that are born. I said Mexicans that are born here. Hold on, let me explain what I said. Because you said Hispanics. I never said nothing about Hispanics. I said Mexicans. I said Mexicans that are born here and Mexicans that are born in Mexico. They got slurs for each other, but they still help each other out. Now, what I didn't say the right slur. Corey said something. Mr. Fantastic said nothing.
I heard
but that. I never said nothing about a Venezuelan. I know they don't like Venezuelans.
Well, it's because
I know they don't like Brazilians. They don't like Colombians. They work with them, but they don't like them. I know that, but that ain't what I was talking about. I said Mexicans from here and from Mexico that was born.
And I was just telling you the same thing where I led back around to the whole Mexican the whole thing about Mexicans, where I have a Mexican grandson.
Yeah, but even that's not, because Mexicans is born here that barely speak any Spanish, called the Mexicans from Mexico border brothers.
Right.
And then Norteños and Sureños, they still Mexicans. It's just one is Southern California, the other one is Northern California. They don't really mess with each other like that. So, yes, Sureños all come together. Yeah. Norteños all come together. Yeah. The border brothers is a whole different thing. Now, the border brothers, they be saying is somehow connected to them cartels and all that other shit. So, a lot of these American-born Mexicans be trying to stay away from them because they don't want to get that deep.
Right.
It's too much drama for them to deal with. So I heard my partner say a lot of these Mexicans is way though. I'm saying, what is that? He said they're like white boys.
Way though.
I said, how can you be a Mexican? And he said because of their attitude. They're not connected to Mexico like that. They don't speak Spanish. They may be Mexican, but they not Mexican eternally. They're white eternally. They like a Oreo.
Right.
So it's a whole lot more than just where they from and who they are and all that other stuff.
But even bigger than that though, you got to go to the bigger picture, right? The bigger picture is, like you said, you got the Northerners, the Southerners, and then when they go to prison, they got the Resta Familia, they got the Mexican.
You talking about La Raza?
La Raza. So that's a bigger thing. Then they really come underneath the umbrella. Whether you got the Bloods or the Crips in prison, they still beef with each other. You know what I'm saying? Unless they have a riot.
But even with that, they still might be hooked up with some white folks.
Oh yeah, they always gonna do deals. They always gonna do deals with the white folks. That's a fact. That's a
with
fact.
the Aryan dudes.
Oh yeah, yo. Because you gotta understand with that, they've been having a bond since the '60s though. Like
Well, that's
like what
because
you
they're like
said.
a minority. So they're a minority. The blacks is a minority. The majority of folks is
Right.
white folks.
You're right. No, yo, I agree. Right. But
So
it's
when the
all
black folks get
politics.
in there,
But it's all right.
yeah, when the black folks get in there, you don't have no choice. You're gonna have to link up with all the black folks. You do not want to be like a civilian and alone.
I was watching
Hell no,
CTs
especially in
earlier,
California.
and there was a couple guys from California, and I was shocked to hear that there's only like 6% in LA right now, blacks.
Yeah, it's because of gentrification.
It's crazy.
Even Oakland, all these places where it was a stronghold of black people, they've been dispersing them because of gentrification. In the middle of the vid, a lot of people from San Francisco moved to Oakland and bought up all these houses. So when you be hearing about Oakland now, them not Oakland people messing, them is people from Stockton, Bakersfield. It's the outskirts of Oakland that's here doing the side shows and doing all this crazy stuff. The actual people that's black that's in Oakland, the numbers is dwindling because a lot of them people went to Texas, North Carolina. They left during the vid. They couldn't afford to live here no more.
Right.
So although it might have a black face, but that's what I mean by propaganda, and you know what I'm saying. And then they talking about Stockton. Them people in Stockton that's doing all that stuff, they're not black. Those are Filipinos, Samoans, Tongans. They might have a little bit of black in them, but then people are not black, and they're kids. They're not even adults. We talking about maybe somewhere between 14 and 21.
That's crazy.
And that party that got shot up with them little kids in it, an 8-year-old died, a 9-year-old died, a 14-year-old died, and a 21-year-old died. Once again, a bunch of kids. And they didn't go and look for whoever. They just shot in a building blindly.
They were Mexican, right?
No, let me see. I think MB Nail and them is like Filipino. They're more Asians. Because his father's an Asian dude, and Nano I believe is Asian too. No, I don't think they was Mexican. It might be some Mexicans in there, but that's what I'm saying. But when you hear them talk and you listen to them act, if your eyes is closed, you would think they're bad because they call each other nigga and all this other stuff, but they're not black people.
Right.
Their raps is full of the N-word and they sound like black people when they rapping. But if you actually see the actual people, them is first of all children, and then Samoan, Tongan, Fijian, Filipino, they all over the place. And I believe Filipinos is a part of Asians.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they all mixed up.
So when you watch Gangland, right? You got Asian groups going at each other. You got Chinese, like the Wu.
But look, Kills, where this happened, that you would have to probably watch like something like Swamp Stories or Warren Cali and all of them.
Yup, that's what I watch. Yup. You're right.
That way you'll see who they all are.
Right. You're right.
So we're talking about Stockton, California, where this happened at. Stockton, California, that place is poor. They barely have enough money to pay for police. That's why the gang stuff happened so rapid. And when this thing just happened, that's why you got the federal government, all these other people involved, and they doing federal sweeps. So they have one called Operation Boogeyman and all this other different stuff because they don't have enough police there. So if something happened to you, they're gonna come the next day and scrape up your body. You're not gonna get no quick police action. The same thing in Oakland. In Oakland, no police is finna come that night. You're gonna be deleted on the ground. They'll come scrape you up the next day and ask people questions. And ain't nobody finna say nothing because they know it ain't enough police presence. And these people that's doing stuff in Oakland are not from Oakland. So it'll be people from Stockton here, people from, let me see, Stockton, Pittsburgh, Bakersfield. They just in the Oakland riding around looking for victims. Or at least that's what they say. Because we see all of, the IG posts and all that. So if you look at the War in Cali or Swamp Stories and all them different stories, or you listen to Trap Lord Ross or all these people that document, because they selling everything on IG. They on their IG stories talking about we finna go to Oakland today and we finna, do everything they do, they tell you before they do it.
It's crazy.
So it's crazy that they don't know who shot up this party when it's raps about it. They got rap songs about it. We don't care about getting innocent victims. We backdooring people. There's plenty of raps about it. There's plenty of IG stories about it. And names connected with the people that's saying it. So that's why they saying we got all this information, but we gotta prove it. I don't know how that works, but yeah, these people are telling on themselves because they're young. They don't know no better.
Right.
It's all in their songs.
Yep.
A Mexican grandson from a certain part of Mexico. And, he was born here in America. His folks is here in America. I have a granddaughter who family is from a different part of Mexico. Them motherfuckers don't get along. Them two women don't get along. So it's not, it's easy to say, and it's probably a region thing. I get you say you from Chicago. It's a region thing. Believe me, these cats out here, you got Northerners and you got Southerners, and they all Mexicans. Mexicans.
Yeah, but
and they don't get along.
Just real quick, bro. So the overall thing is this, right? When they're here over in the States, bro, they still work together regardless of that. They put that difference to the side. The same thing.
No, they don't. No, they don't. I'm telling you, they don't. I'm for real. They really don't.
Hold on, brother. So like the brother was telling you, bro, despite that or whatever the difference is, I'm telling you for sure, 10,000% guaranteed. We've seen it. You speak Spanish, he speaks Spanish, you both of Hispanic or Latino descent. They're going to
so now you're going to the Hispanic Latino thing where you just said we're talking Mexico. And I'm telling you about what Mexico, what the Mexicans do here. This is what goes on here in Mexico. This is what goes on here in California with the Mexicans. You have Norteños and you have Sereños.
I got you. But you do know that Mexicans are Hispanics, right?
That's what I was saying earlier. You said you was taking that away. We was just talking about Mexicans. Because all of South America are Hispanic.
That wasn't me. I didn't say that, brother.
I didn't.
Okay, my bad. But South America is also Hispanic, and I brought that up too. And it was said, "Hey, we talking about Mexicans."
No, you said you know for a fact they don't like people south of the border. I didn't say anything about the other Hispanics. I was strictly talking about
what I know about
Mexicans.
I got you.
I don't know about all them other people. You might know because you're in California.
Yeah,
I know about Mexicans.
I got you. So I'm talking to two different people. My bad. My bad. But I'm just saying, hey, from your standpoint, I'm letting you know here in California, the Mexicans don't get along like that. And I'm letting the brother know Hispanics don't get along like that.
And that's the situation. we make statements. What up, Mo Business? We make statements, and it's just a little bit more intricate than that.
Right.
A little bit more complicated.
Yeah, more nuanced. I mean, he's saying you see them talk Spanish to each other. In his head, he's automatically assuming we all share the same language, but that doesn't mean that we come from the same tribe at all.
Exactly. Them cats that shot up this party, they kept trying to connect it to the Muddy Boys and the Fly Boys and the EBKs. So here go the War in Cali. Talking about that. Them people is Samoan and some of everything. They're not just Mexican or whatever.
God damn, I can't imagine.
I'm gonna detail the story of rapper EBK Little Play. EBK Little Play was born Yeshua Satawa on July 1st, 2000.
Yakua Satawa is not no black name. So people be saying this was some black. No. Takua Satawa, I don't know if that's Samoan, Tongan, Fijian, I don't know what it is, but it's not black.
He would grow up in Stockton, California, along with EBK Leak. but their early beginnings were completely different from the ones you know. EBK Little Play and EBK Leak would start off originally repping a Crip set from North Stockton and a street called Knickerbocker. They were also part of a rap group called NBO. By 2019, the rap group NBO, which were from North Stockton and Crip affiliated, began to drop several songs and videos. They were trying to be a group and make it out of.
They kept trying to say these people are black. They are not black. And they kids.
The babies.
Stockton. Similar to what a group from Southeast Stockton was doing at the same time, called EBK. NBO featured several rappers, including EBK Little Play and EBK Leak, who went by the name NBO Mir, and EBK Little Play went by NBO Little Play. You could find several videos of the crew NBO all the way up to 2021. Then after that point, you wouldn't hear of the crew anymore. But Little Play, instead of being NBO, he became 200, along with EBK Leak, who was at the time NBO Mir. But he would face a name change, now being known as 200 Leak. And Little Play, he'd be known as Little Play 200 now. And playing Leak would switch gangs, no longer repping NBO or Crip or even North Stockton. Their new street ties would take them all the way to Oakland, which is around an hour away from Stockton. They ended up repping 200, a well-known clique in Oakland, known for being one of the main contributors in the Oakland gang violence. No one knew the reason why they switched gangs.
Now, them people are black.
Right. right.
No. Took their new 200 gang ties serious. They began rapping and releasing several songs and freestyles, now under the 200 umbrella. They began to diss their new Oakland rivals in several songs, which 200's top enemy was any hood that affiliated with Case, which Case is a clique rap by several different hoods throughout Oakland.
Yeah, we'll skip past this music.
Both claimed the other one snitched, and this led to picking sides between the crew and a lot of separation.
Now, Young Jock, he's black.
While in prison, EBK Osama connected with
Osama, I think, is Samoan or something else.
A lot of 200 members from Oakland. And on the streets, J-Bo would do the same, dropping songs with some of 200's most known faces, like Cold Game and Short 200. Even Leak and Little Play would be featured on some of J-Bo's songs, with J-Bo will form a good relationship with both.
They talking about run that fade with Jock.
Jock just rolled it out. He just got punched on. He finna catch no fade with that little ass boy. I'll hurt that nigga. When you catch a fade, you know, we stabbing niggas, Pete. You gotta step your penitentiary game up. Nigga max out.
But once again, Little Play and Leak ties to their gang 200 would change for another unknown reason. And with the affiliation they had with EBK J-Bo, they would start claiming Nightingale and repping EBK. And they would add EBK to their names, making them EBK Little Play and EBK Leak. So this would mean that Little Play and Leak will hop to another gang in less than a few years. Little Play and Leak will take on their new gang life of being an EBK member by jumping in all the beats they had with several critics.
And that's some new stuff too, because back in the day you couldn't jump gangs. They call that hood hopping. You get in trouble for hood hopping.
Right. It was pretty much like for life, right? Whoever you were affiliated with.
Yeah, whatever you was with. So that's this new stuff. So it's all over the place now. Them cats is from Stockton and Sacramento and Richmond and Pittsburgh, and it's all mixed up now. Like when I was younger, we didn't have Bloods and Crips in Oakland. We didn't talk like Southern California. We didn't do none of that stuff. The show I had the other day was talking about that, how the Bay is lost. And that's because of the internet. Because of the internet, everything is homogenized now. So we looking at a dude from High Street talking about on Phonem Grave. That's some Chicago stuff. Phonem in Oakland? So that's what I'm saying. When you talking about on Phonem, you talking about on the Dead Homies, that's some LA stuff.
It's crazy.
So it's all mixed up now. Oakland people didn't talk like that, and they fought in the pen and on the street to keep the Bloods and the Crips and all this other stuff up out of here. That's over with now, because I be listening to people talk now, I'll be like, what? You from here? And they say all of that on Phonem, on the Dead Homies. Because when I was moving from my old house to this new house, I was staying in the Motel 6 for a minute, and I'm listening to these people. I'm out there because where I was at, my room was pointed towards a pier and towards the water. So I'm hanging out. And I'm just sitting out, and I'm listening to these young folks talk, and they talking about on 4M on the dead homies. And I'm like, y'all from here? They're like, what you mean, OG? I'm not OG, but what you mean, OG? I'm just asking, y'all from Oakland? Because all this shit is from like Chicago, Detroit, and not even Modesto and whatever else. Because Modesto and them, they sound like LA dudes too. Even the way they dress. We never wore no Nike Techs and Pooh Shiesties and dressed in all. We never did that. Oakland was all about like some player stuff.
That's the internet, right?
The internet is homogenized everything, so you can't tell where nobody from. You went down a rabbit hole looking at the war in Chirac from academics, and now you think you one of them cats.
Right.
So you definitely didn't hear that stuff from no people from Oakland, because Oakland is way. I was listening to somebody describe rap regionally, and they were saying the reason why Oakland rap is so slow, kind of like the South, is because Oakland is the tropics. It don't really get cold and stuff out here. But people from Chicago and New York, where it's freezing at, and you really can't, you're not really driving around there. You like walking and riding bikes and, catching cabs and whatever else. The weather is what's got you so angry. The weather alone. And I thought about that. I said, that makes sense to me.
That is interesting.
That makes sense to me. The reason, Busta Rhymes and DMX sound like that is because you got to have on them Timberlands and 3 layers of clothes, because you coming out to freezing cold. That's why you angry.
And you got to brave it too. You got to walk in it. You got to be in it. There's no way around it.
Yeah. So I can kind of understand why Fighter Complex is just angry with everybody. You little angry cat, because you in New York.
Yeah.
You freezing. So yeah, and the same thing with Chicago. Y'all freezing. So when you tell me you from the Robert Taylor Homes, that makes sense to me. But it don't make sense to me when the reason why there's so many homeless people around here, because this is like the tropics. It don't really get cold ever here.
Right.
If you got a good coat and some damn thermals, you'll be okay.
Right. Best place to
Whereas
be.
then in New York, with your coat and your thermals, you still freezing.
Yep.
So yeah, I understand it. But yeah, them people is not even black, but they'll say this black gang. No, them Samoans, Tongans, Fijians, Filipinos, they're a little bit of everything. And on top of all of that, they babies. They from the age of 14 to like 21.
That's
It's
sad.
very rarely that it's somebody over the age of 21 that's out there with switches and all them weapons doing all that stuff. So all them gangs he just got through naming, you saw the picture of them while they was active in it. That boy couldn't have been no more than 13.
Right.
Outside, strapped up, shooting at something. And got a case locked up right now. When he got locked up, he was probably 20, 21.
It was over a chick, wasn't it?
Yeah. They was at a liquor store, and him and his girlfriend, it was some kind of backdoor, scandalous, whatever. But yeah, I don't know how much time he got, but he probably finna be washed up.
I would think so.
Because the way the crime was committed.
Right.
And it was him and a girl that did it.
Wow.
Matter of fact, let's get back to it. I think they talk about it because I think this is that case. Lil Play. Where you at?
Crips, like the Flyboys, and also Townhomes, among several others. You will hear several disses in their music, and them dissing their new rivals. But their previous gang 200 will feel some way about them switching up. Short 200 would discuss them in an interview with DC Baby Draco, in an interview on his channel.
And how you feel about Leak and Play? They used to be 200. I was heartbroken.
Now he's black. He's from Oakland, but he young too.
Because it bonds with these niggas, and you feel me? This shit really means something to me. So it had caused a lot of friction, like, you feel me? It was gonna be cool still, but I be saying like, oh, them niggas is some gang hoppers, this and that. I can't just necessarily do that. Yeah. I would have did my own thing too. Niggas was in the Oakland gang first of all. For sure. And then supporting y'all shit, what y'all got.
And see, that's the thing. Back in the days, you couldn't be gang hopping.
Right.
That was unacceptable. Now it ain't no rules no more.
On the Stockton, it's like, why we gonna tell you? Feel me? I was Me personally, I'm a gangster, so we had a mutual gangster understanding. You feel me? That's all that was. But free play though.
For sure.
But Short 200 would take it as far as a diss song dissing EBK J-Bo and Little Play.
Look, so dog, I'm the main.
Yeah, can't listen to the songs. The songs they have a problem with. And then that's the other thing too. When you hear somebody saying "free that man," they mean free that man so I can get him. Let him out so I can get him. It's not a good thing when they say, whenever you hear somebody saying "free that man," free him so he can get back out here and play, and we can get at him.
Wow.
His biggest up and coming rappers, taking the world by storm, and just being affiliated with J-Bo, doing songs with him, and seeming to be one of the closest individuals to J-Bo. This helped Little Play racking hundreds of thousands of views on songs he made.
You got 3 different hoods tapping on you, right? You was from out north. One, two MBO. One, two MBO. Play.
Hey, on my mama,
Play.
you
One,
cry
two
for
MBO.
nothing, bro. Dead homie.
Nah, bro, let him
Play.
talk.
One, two MBO. Then you was 200. Now you're EBK.
Cry
You
for
was
nothing on my mama, nigga.
And there they go on IG Live, telling all of the business. Was you in this gang? Was you in that gang? What is you? Is you even black? Is you Samoan? What is you? They everything. So it ain't no the police. All the police got to do is just look at this, listen to it.
Kick him from the table. J-Bo like, that's my cousin.
But wasn't he from MBO out north?
For all his cross-politicking and clicking up, created a lot of chaos. And the whole EBK movement had a lot of people from different gangs join them and leave their original gangs behind. For all his cross-politicking and clicking up created a lot of chaos. And the whole EBK movement had a lot of people from different gangs join them and leave their original gangs, creating more bad blood. And even J-Bo affiliating himself with 200 at a point, and now hanging out with their rivals being Case. And he even said in his own song several times, he was fucking up the politics. But Little Play ties to EBK were deeper than rap, and he was willing to crash out about his gang. On the other side of things, the rival side of EBK, you had several rappers like Twani Main, B Nice, MB Nail, and Jay Black among many.
And them is blacks, Samoans, Filipinos. They all mixed up. They come from different gangs to be in another gang to make one gang. It's all mixed up.
But here's the thing, Knight. In the public eye and perception, we all, at least on my end, someone who knows nothing about this, still think when I think of gangs, I associate with black culture.
Yeah. But then people's is Asians,
they're everything.
And Latino, and Samoans and Tongans and Fijians, but they with some black. And to be honest, the blacks in them groups is a very few. It's probably like 6 black people and then everything else.
Right.
But they somehow be up under the black folks. 6 black dudes, and it's a gang of 30 of y'all. And the rest of y'all is Fijian, Tongan, Samoan, and everything else. So then they'll say, that's a black group. No, it's not. And the other thing is they from the ages of 14 to 21. So they not black and they children.
Right.
So then people who did whatever to this party, 1, are children, 2, most likely not black. Because they talking about MB Nail, he not black. They talking about Nano, he not black. They talking about Doug Threes, he's mixed or something else. None of these people are black people. So, I mean, just say it like it actually is, because they all on IG Live threatening each other. They got threats all in their songs. They saying what it is. And then the girl that gave a party, they already know that they looking for each other because they've been threatening each other for like 4 or 5 years in songs and on IG.
Wow.
So you gonna make a public post and say MB Nail is gonna be here this day, be blah blah blah. You know, say finna come through there. So while she crying, talking about she want to help the families, and she got a big tattoo on her throat, no, not so much.
Right.
All these people are in federal indictments.
The others. And at this point, all these rappers in their hoods had no beef with Nightingale or EBK. But things would change, and their beef would lead to a lot of body dropping on both sides. Jay Black was a well-known Stockton rapper who racked up hundreds of thousands of views over the span of his rap career. But on March 4th, 2023, Jay Black's rap career will come to an end. A known rival store at EBK will be Southside Market. If they wanted to catch a rival, that would be a good location. And that's when Jay Black was.
So a lot of them people got popped at this same little liquor store thing, the little mini mart. And he got and they got songs about it. He said a lot of people keep checking out at them stores because they got deleted at these stores.
Wow.
He was sitting in front of Southside Market with a host of other people, where he had been ambushed and shot and killed, along with a woman.
Police are looking for the suspects in separate murders over the weekend. 3 people were killed. On Saturday night, police say 24-year-old Andrea Jones and 29-year-old Jacob Haywood Thomas were killed. The shooting happened near South Airport Way and 8th Street. Both were from Stockton.
Police said a silver SUV was leaving just after the shooting on South Airport Way. A silver Infiniti SUV with tinted windows were reported to have been leaving the area just after the shootings. And after Jay Black's death, he'd be heavily taunted in songs by the EBK side. And at this point, being one of the most dissed people in Stockton history. After this, Little Play would drop several songs, even reaching 1 million views on his song Shay Shay, but he wouldn't have time to experience his success. By May of 2023, at the age of 18, Little Play was arrested for a long list of charges.
So he was a kid when he did that.
Baby.
A baby. And then he made songs about doing it. And now his partner makes songs about it. They be saying Jay Black is a mess now. He one of the songs say, I wish I could call him and tell him that his mans ain't sliding. So the dude he talking about he wish he could call is deleted.
Wow.
And he's saying he wish he could call dude and tell him that his friends ain't coming to get it back in blood. They got songs about it. IG post about it. And then the police chief the other day said about this party in Stockton where the 8-year-old, the 9-year-old, the 14-year-old, and the 21-year-old got deleted. We have to do an investigation. It might take up to 5 years before we can arrest anybody. So that means them people are still riding around.
Wow.
No one is arrested. So with all the IG posts and all the songs talking about doing it, nobody's locked up.
Why do you think that is? Because nobody talks, or they just don't really care, or why do you think that is?
Because in Stockton where they at, it's the place is so poor they don't have police, they don't have investigators and whatever. That's why the feds got to get involved.
Wow.
But then also the feds got to do everything by the books.
Right.
So they got all these songs, they got all these IG posts, and they understand the people that's rivals with each other. But now how do we prove it?
Circumstantial, right?
It's circumstantial evidence, yeah. But they damn sure all over IG threatening each other and talking about shooting each other, and got songs like they'll say, Wante is walking around whatever kind of way. Then we go see Wante. He is walking around whatever kind of way because he got shot in the hip. So he limping. So we know a shooting happened. We see Wante is crippled, but we can't prove who actually shot him.
Right. Dang.
And to me, that's crazy.
It is crazy work.
And then the boy who gave the party girlfriend, her boyfriend Nano got a song talking about kids and innocent bystanders is a part of it. So when the kids and innocent bystanders got shot at your birthday party, I would think lock you up, but
Right.
nope,
Right.
nope, you're not locked up.
Wow.
Let me see. We're going back to Sotomayor. Let me see. Let's move this out the way. Stop that. It's crazy to me, though.
How do you keep your kids out of that?
You can't.
Damn.
You can't because they made it look so attractive. It looks so cool. And then it's so many little young folks. And then that's the thing about when they got these tablets and whatever else, they're going down a rabbit hole of looking at Warren Cali or Swamp Stories and all this other stuff. And they make this stuff look like, ooh, it's so cool.
Right.
And yeah, it's hard to deal with that.
Don't they
As a
actually
parent.
feel maybe like even forced to join just to have that protection?
Yeah, because it's you don't want to be alone.
Right. Right.
Because when they doing whatever they're doing, like he said, they gang. To me, the crazy stuff is like they just explained it. So one you was in MOB, then the next thing you was in this, and now you EBK. So where's like the lines drawn?
No loyalty amongst thieves, I guess.
And they got some of these people locked up right now. But what difference does that make? Because You got one person when it's like 50 people out on the street.
Right.
So you gonna blame the person that's locked up for what's happening on the street? He's in jail, so he didn't do it. Are you trying to say that he gave permission or he like a conspirator? Well, he's in jail. He on jail phones selling it. And then that's the other thing. That's the other new thing I've been noticing. It's a lot of cell phones in jail.
They have cell phones. My mind was blown when I found that out. I'm like, what? Wait, what? Do you know that big bodybuilder guy, influencer Wes?
Yeah.
I mean, he got famous doing videos in jail.
It's a bunch of cats that's doing videos from jail talking about gang stuff. So they sending shots from jail, and because they smuggled the phone in, the phone ain't wired, so you don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy to me personally when I think about it. And it's gonna be a minute before they can figure out a way to deal with this chaos.
Martial law is the only thing I can think of.
You think martial law? Yeah, maybe.
I think they're purposely letting things get so out of hand that there's.
I definitely believe it's being allowed to happen. That's for sure.
Exactly.
But damn, martial law. Ugh.
That's what they want to usher in one way or another.
I can see that though.
Yep.
It's different. It's different here, especially in
All
these
right,
day and age.
So here's where he's right, because there's the gang factions inside the jails, right? We have the Norteños and Soreños, and then you have inside of that, the Guatemalans don't like the Mexicans, and the Mexicans don't like anybody, Venezuelans and everything else. So they all have their different factions. But Mr. Fantastic, that doesn't take away from what Mr. Fantastic says, because no matter what, if you're in Chicago and you go to Little Village, they're all in the same area, right? If you go to certain parts of the north side, they're all in the same area. There's no Venezuelan town here. There's no Mexico. They may call it that, but they all go to that same part, right? When you go to Little Village, they're all over there. They may have a Ecuadorian eatery or something like that. There may be people that may go to it. But they have their part of town that they go to where they all can coalesce, whether they get along and talk bad about each other or have slurs.
Like I said, it's different regions. I don't know how they do it up in Chicago with the Mexicans. And, we got Somalians here, and hey, it ain't that many like how Trump going after and shit up in Minnesota. But it's different regions. I'm just saying, they ain't always together.
Okay. I'm glad you brought up Somalians, right? You got the Somalians, right, in Minnesota, right? Did you know that the person lost the goddamn the seat to Congress because the two different tribes that's from Somalia said don't vote. One of the tribes said don't vote for that motherfucker. So it's the same thing. But guess what? Now that Trump talking about kicking their ass out, I bet you they together. I bet you they together.
How do you feel? You think they should be kicked out?
I mean, shit. I'm American first, so I ain't no FBA. I'm not.
And that's the thing with everybody. Everybody is, wobblers. They're not standing on shit. If you feel they should be kicked out, just say, yeah, kick the motherfuckers out. But nobody ever, they always be like they Master P or something. No, what is the decision? Make a decision.
Right. And why is it so hard to say?
Especially if they're not you, because believe me, they're not thinking about you.
Exactly.
Just say, yeah, get them the fuck up out of here.
These are straight facts.
But they won't say it. I don't know what that is. Like I'm saying about these, listen, I believe kids should have an opportunity, but right now, when y'all little motherfuckers is out of control, yeah, lock y'all motherfucking ass up.
Yep.
Hopefully, some of y'all will figure it out, but some of y'all is devoted to this bullshit. But no, it ain't no confusion with me. Yeah, lock their motherfucking ass up. I had to get locked up when I was younger. Get my motherfucking mind right. Yeah, you sit your ass down. And a lot of times jail preserve motherfuckers. Some of these guys you see out here that look young and they in their 40s and whatever else because their ass got locked up when they was young.
Right. It does preserve them. They don't have stress for those years. They got the roof over their head. They got food.
They understand what it is. They've been working out. They've been reading. They've been eating, whatever that garbage the damn jails are sending them. So, yeah, some of y'all be preserved. But, yeah, some got to happen where you get your mind right, especially when the society allows you to tear your own people apart.
Right.
You can pop as many black people as you want to, or Samoans or Fijians or Tongans and whatever else. But when you start messing with them white folks and messing with theirs, and you can't even really do that because they got trust. They pay themselves out of, tax, whatever. They got it figured out. And you out here thinking whatever it is you're thinking. It ain't working, though.
Nope.
It's not working. Y'all done adopted a damn drill scene from Chicago, and now everybody drilling from the East Coast to the West Coast all the way to damn London or somewhere else. And how's that working out for you?
Ultimately, this country in the future will have to be led by a non-American born citizen because all the actual people killing each other off, what's going to be left? Just immigrants that were shipped in.
So what nationality you think is going to be the leader?
I don't know. I mean, if we go in the direction that we're going now, there would be someone Muslim. I don't know what nationality. But now with the 600,000 Chinese being shipped in, and I watched something the other day that blew my mind. I did not know that, because I don't know if in California it's like this, but in Florida there's a smoke shop on every corner, like in every strip mall, and they're always empty. So I was like, okay, this has got to be money laundering. I didn't know who, because in Florida it's either Venezuelans, Colombians, now Russians, but I'm like, how do they stay open? And it's actually Chinese mob that own and run these smoke shops, and they're laundering in that synthetic opioid that comes from kratom.
I was thinking it had to be something to do with opium.
Yep. And they have workshops, like sweatshops. They bring them in through the Canadian border. So that's the thing. No one talks about the Canadian border and the Chinese that are being brought in left and right. No one talks about that. And these are things that are being sold in gas stations. These are things that are being sold over the counter. And it's an extract of the kratom that's you find it in like drugstore things, smoke shop things, and the addiction is as bad as addiction to fentanyl.
That's it. America are a bunch of druggies. I will say that.
Yep.
Now they selling damn they call them mushies, but it's like a mushroom derivative.
What
they selling this is in dispensaries. So I thought it would just be weed. No, it's all kind of stuff. And like they got something called dabs. It's concentrated weed.
Yep.
It's like the oil intensified. That's not weed no more.
Nah.
That's weed on crack. That's weed. That's I never had no weed when I was younger that made you so high you just stood still.
No.
Now, let's not even talk about the damn edibles. People take edibles and have hallucinations and shit.
Yeah, that's not weed. It's not weed. And the thing is that it's so underregulated. None of these products that come in are regulated at all. So it's like a Wild Wild West free for all.
And then so there's the drugs. Then the other thing is I was looking at this chair that they selling for a ridiculous amount of money. And then there's an Oculus that you put on. So you laying back in it. I watched a movie a long time ago called Altered
Idiocracy.
No, Idiocracy is another one where they was drinking that damn slushy shit because you couldn't have water. But the movie I'm talking about is Altered States, where a guy was sleeping in a deprivation tank.
Okay.
That Joe Rogan be talking about. You put so much water and salt in it, and you lay back in this tank, and it makes you feel like you in some other kind of world. Now, in that crazy ass movie with John Malkovich, he was going through time and shit mentally because it makes you feel like you're floating and whatever else.
Right.
Now they got a damn chair that moves and does whatever, and you have an Oculus on, so you may feel like you in Jurassic Park.
Would you look at that?
Or you in space, or you floating, because the Oculus is messing with your eyes, your hearing, and everything else. And then a chair has motion, so it's moving you and wiggling you around. I'm like, who the fuck is finna mess with that?
A lot of people. A lot of people.
Cool. I was looking at a bunch of this damn AI stuff. They had a swimming pool that's off the edge of a skyscraper that has glass all around it. So you swimming and you looking down. Hey, Rogue, see, I hope the best for you, sis. We ain't seen you in a minute. Hope you're doing well. And happy holidays. There's a swimming pool. I think they call it Infinity. An infinity pool off the damn side of a fucking 40-foot skyscraper.
Wait, is this in New York?
I don't even know if it's real. It's just a video.
Okay.
But the damn glass breaks.
Oh my God, please don't do that.
And a man is holding on
to
this damn infinity pool, and the glass breaks. I'm like, this got to be some AI shit.
Yeah, that's AI. But damn.
Just imagine, why the fuck are you on a 50-foot, 40-foot skyscraper in a damn infinity pool with no, like, put some nets under it, do something in the case, in the case of the damn glass breaking.
Yeah, no.
That shit is, I wouldn't even be in that motherfucker with the net and everything else connected to it.
Hell no.
Why the fuck are you doing that?
You can have it.
That shit is crazy to me.
Fear of heights. I'm good on that.
And that's on the fake shit. But on the real stuff, how you gonna get these young kids together when they fascinated by the drill scene, they fascinated about the weapons, and they are 3D printing weapons.
Yep. Well, the kid that shot up the insurance executive, that was a 3D printed gun.
That's what I'm saying. Where are we going?
End of the world, honey. Send the asteroid. Time to reset.
That's a shame. And that's what I think it's always been. So the Big Bang Theory was we were in existence, we blew this thing up to go take us back to caveman time so we can be, under control, because right now we have too many opportunities to destroy this thing.
Yep. Too many opportunities, and then if you look at it from another direction, too many people waking up to the truth, right? So it's like, God damn it. Just when we got to the point where we can merge human and robot, they start waking up and realizing what we're doing. Boom, destroy, let's try again. That's kind of what I think is going on.
Yeah, and then when you get that brain and that robot body, what destruction is that going to cause?
Exactly. Soulless.
If they coming over here, listen. If they coming over here getting benefits when black people been around and a lot of shit that we need to fix our community, they've been telling us they ain't got enough money for that, but they'll give out free housing and any type of aid to a woman that got kids. But it's a lot of black men out here that need help. It's a lot out here need help, bro.
Well, I'm gonna say this to you. I know a lot of people in Atlanta giving out AIDS too, so I don't know. Chill out.
I'm sick of you.
No, I said, you know what I mean? AIDS, not AIDS. Not AIDS, Tommy. AIDS.
That's a home or house up in Virginia, goddamn it. HIV, home in Virginia.
Honeymoon in Vegas. But let me answer that. The ones that come here, the ones that come here and assimilate and want to be a part of America, I don't have a problem with. The ones that come here and want to change America and don't want to assimilate, that's where I have a problem with. It should be sent back. The ones that come and say, well, they want to change the flag. What's that? The flag of Minneapolis. They changed that flag to make it look like a Somalian flag.
Really?
And that's a problem. Yeah.
Okay, I agree with y'all, but I gotta say this point. Like I'm watching right now, there's a lot of guys who follow me. That's what I was reading. There's a lot of guys who follow me. And one of them said that I was low IQ because I spelled Chris Watts' name wrong. His name is, I put Chris Watt instead of Watts. So they didn't answer what I said because I spelled Watts as if that was my homeboy and I went to school with him. So you want to go and then call me low IQ. And I looked and I noticed most of those people who were responding to me were also followers. And they liked all the stuff I was saying. So again, we talk about we don't want those foreigners in here. And I'm with y'all. I was with y'all. I was with y'all. But then a problem occurred. Are we fighting to be the niggers of America?
Oh.
Kinda, yeah. Respectfully, I mean, yes. We fighting to be the niggers of America. Because if you don't say that right there, then like we just got through saying, all these other people, what they'll say is POCs. Nightish, what is a POC? Persons of color. That's what multi-generational be on here talking about. I'm not black, I'm a mulatto. Right, but if they saying they finna get some reparations, but oh yeah, then I'm black. No, stay a mulatto.
Right.
If you want to consider yourself mixed and not black, stay that. But that's not what's happening. If you sitting around here talking about Kamala, the Indian, is a black woman.
Yeah, that was awful. But everyone co-signed it. They co-signed it. Like, so I just don't understand.
So you might as well say Rachel Dolezal is black then.
Exactly.
This white woman who got two white parents can go get some skin stuff done and whatever else, and then run around here and be the head of the NAACP. Might as well say she black then.
Exactly.
And that's the problem. When you don't stand on shit, you fall for anything. And most people don't stand on nothing.
Nope.
We had an 80% clique of men vote on a Democratic Party, did exactly what the black women said, and then them women was mad at the 20% that didn't vote.
Yep. The backlash was insane.
Y'all mad than the motherfucker. 80% of you goofies, you goofy ass motherfuckers, didn't go ahead and get that platinum plan popping off. The platinum plan wasn't gonna do shit. What the Democrats said, we're not gonna give you shit until after we elected. Then after it was elected, what did you get?
Nothing.
So I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with you people. I'm one of them bird in the hand, be two in the bush type of guys. You've been voting for these people all these years. And I believe that was LBJ said he gonna have you niggers voting for the Democratic Party for 100 years.
Damn.
Yeah, the platinum plan, Sugar Bear. The platinum plan. Let's see what it would have did, what it would have done. I don't know, man. But I be hearing these people talk all this, liberal stuff, and they got it figured out. And what's wrong with me if I don't agree with Biden? Fuck Biden. That motherfucker was weekend at Bernie's. That motherfucker was just a puppet that somebody was dragging around. He barely knew what he was saying.
Those are straight facts. Straight facts.
Then he gonna tell Charlamagne, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
Right.
Ain't that about a bitch?
Are we mad that other people?
I don't think so. I don't think so because I feel like all the foreigners that want to come over here and change shit need to get the fuck on back to their place.
What? The white people respected us before they come over here? Were we allowed? What they want to change America? But look at what happened to black men who just were proud to be American. We weren't treated like Americans. Go around. If you want to make a white person to this day upset, just walk around and say you're proud to be American. That little act alone, and I remember saying that to blacks before there was an FBA and before whites started having a problem with immigrants. Because let me tell you something, whites never had the average white person never had a problem with an immigrant. Why do you think they hired the illegal Mexicans before they hired your black ass?
Can I jump in on this for a minute?
Go ahead.
Cheap labor.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if it mattered about illegals, The illegals there wouldn't be as many illegals as they are if whites believed in America first, like they said, because they would have never hired them immigrants in the first place. They'd have hired the blacks, and matter of fact, we have always been pitted against the immigrants by saying, look at how the Asians are coming here and acting good. Look at how the Mexicans, they told us everybody was better than us. Tell me.
And now the Africans is talking like that. We just got to the discussion the other day about the Nigerians saying black people don't have any culture.
Yep.
They don't. If y'all don't see the damn message across the horizon, y'all better figure out how to work with each other.
Yep.
You keep just sitting out. Everybody is saying F y'all. That reparations, listen. Y'all better figure it out because time is already gone. Time has ran out.
That's it.
So all that, pro-black, blackity, black, ain't gonna work when you don't even work with each other.
Right.
So yes, Nigerians can come over here and talk crazy. They say Somalians get the most welfare even over the white folks.
Wow.
How many Somalians? It can't be that many Somalians here. The majority of people is white in America, and the Somalians get the most welfare.
Scamming the system big time.
And they riding around in some of the baddest cars, some of the cleanest fashion, disrespectful. And they talking crazy to African Americans.
I lied.
I want to say something, and I want to kind of dovetail of what Tommy was saying. Good evening to everybody. So one of the issues I have on YouTube, and especially Black YouTube, is that we don't really want to deal with facts. Someone comes in with data points, they're uncomfortable. They may even be uncomfortable with the person's speaking voice.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, we got to get him, right? And I'm kind of sick of it. The brand, as you can see, says Afro Nerd Radio, and I speak a certain way, right? All of a sudden, my blackness is put into question. And I get the game, and the nerd thing is real because I will pull out the transcript on these shows, run it through AI, and AI will tell you, oh, this person's full of crap. This person's inaccurate. They're speaking inaccurate.
Wait a minute. The way we do this is like this right here. We've been on 2.5 hours. We need support for the show. Y'all hit that like button, comment, subscribe. And at the same time, y'all know what we need over here. We need y'all support. We got to, let me see. It's my fault, maybe. I know it's my fault because I'm not new to this shit. I've been around here. But let me help y'all out just a little bit. We're going to put the Cash App and the PayPal back up. They go to Cash App and the PayPal. The Zelle is IDLNOILLION@gmail.com. That's the Zelle. So we got Cash App, PayPal, and Zelle. Let's hit y'all with this right quick because y'all need to support the channel. Y'all know what it is. It's a motherfucking night. Matter of fact, let's hit that first. And if you need visuals for the same thing, support the channel. Hit the Cash App or the PayPal. Let's do this right here.
I need a dollar, that's what I need.
Hello, bro, I'm trying to get the money. Talk to me about money.
Where is the money?
We need our money.
Don't you think it's about time you gave me my money?
Support the situation. Is money is love.
You could donate on PayPal now, and you can donate on the Cash App.
Thank you very much. All right.
Yes, the way you hit that Cash App is $KNIGHTISH1. And the way you hit that PayPal is paypal.me/IDLNO. It's money. It's
Money,
love.
money, money, money.
Yeah, for damn sure. And if y'all need a little bit of that, this is what I'll do when y'all be, gracious.
Got me a couple of dollars. Guess what I'm gonna do?
Yeah, that's what I do when y'all break bread or fake dead. We need that money to keep the StreamYard duck from being up there. We need that money so we have YouTube Premium. So there ain't no commercials in the middle of while we're looking at this content. Because if I didn't have Premium, every 2 seconds while we're looking at Tommy Sotomayor, it'd be a commercial going on. So help me help you respectfully.
Accurate, like Frank Zanu recently. Everything he said about Black American culture doesn't, even his definitions were way off about what Black American culture is and how significant it is. My issue right now, as we approach AI, ASI, AGI, it's going to be taking people's jobs. And it's going to be a whole lot of people are going to be, they're going to be brought to measure because they're not going to be able to compete. You can't compete with this computer thing. I'm in corporate spaces, and every week we're being taught about this AI thing and using it. And really in the back of my mind is that this thing is going to replace me, right? So my issue with how the Black community is perceived right now and has been is that we really have been purposely put off balance for other people's benefit. That's how everyone's come up is off of Black folks. Black folks give the cosign. We are the cool, Black Americans specifically. We are the cool. We give the cosign, and everyone else is able to get a lick off of it, but we don't get the lick off of it. We don't get the lick off of our legacy. I don't know if people are actually looking at what's going on around them clearly. When you think about all these icons that are passed, Bill Cosby, the Black middle class, done, because he represented the Black middle class, all of that, the musicianship. No one is able to seek benefit from their works when you're a Black person in this country. And no one would just keep on shucking and jiving. I don't know when we're going to get serious. Half of our problem is we don't deal in facts. We deal with emotions. We talk about how Black somebody is. Well, we know what Black is, how it has been defined in this country for 300 years, and we're just wasting time. I'll land a plane on this. My main thoughts right now for what Black people really need to be doing is they need to start to reframe the conversation. Because when you have when I'm on these panels and you have some of these Black immigrants, and I want to call them my brother, I really do. Some of them are. I don't like to use the term tether. I don't think Louis Farrakhan is a tether. I don't think that Stokely Carmichael.
The people that are talking about that would say that Farrakhan is a tether, though, because I believe Farrakhan is West Indian, or I think he's West Indian, so they would call him a tether. Let me do this though, because we had somebody that ingratiated us with some support on the Cash App, so we want to make sure we show some love.
Thank you for the money. She's ready to go. Good scratch, scribble paper.
Shout out to Dub for the Cash App. I appreciate you, Dub. I appreciate you. Dub is a constant supporter of the channel. Would y'all not be like Dub and support the channel? The Cash App is right there at the bottom. Is $KNIGHTISH1. The PayPal is paypal.me/IDLNO. The Zelle is IDLNOILLION at gmail.com. Hit the Zelle. And I'm going to figure out the Venmo. We got a bunch of different ways y'all can support the channel. We're trying to get this channel monetized. So please, if you have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. If you have not hit that like button, please hit the like button. This is a business. And what we're saying over here is that you got to think about the bigger picture. The bigger picture is, what do you want your country to look like? What do you want your community to look like? When I was younger, I always talk about this. We got to do a blast to the past. I saw black doctors. I saw black lawyers. I saw black scholars and teachers and whatever else. The first thing we saw was called white flight. The second thing we saw was called black flight. Then people moved up into Rodeo and Hercules and all these different places that's gated communities. They got the hell away from these black folks. So now we had this individualism and everybody is separated away. Let me see. Somebody said something about Elijah Muhammad is and was. Wallace is why God said. I don't know what that means, but I don't think Elijah Muhammad was black, and I don't think that Wardeem Muhammad was black. So again, they would have been considered tethers
Right.
in current time. But they also say that the Nation of Islam is a cult. It's not real Islam. That's why when Malcolm X had the Hajj, when they call him El Hajj Malik Shabazz, and he went to Mecca and he saw them white folks, he came across and said that, you know, this is not real Islam. So that's why one of Elijah Muhammad's son, Wardeem Muhammad, went and started practicing Orthodox Islam. It was a different thing. But, you know, shout out to the shout outs. Oh, let me show some appreciation to another person that's supporting the Cash App. My good brother, old man. Oh, he old in the tooth. A little old in the tooth, but, you know, let's give some respect to him.
Got me a couple of dollars. Guess what I'm gonna do?
Shout out to my good brother Stanley Cross in the building for supporting the channel by hitting that Cash App. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But let's get back to Tommy Sotomayor, Mr. Fantastic and company, talking about this idea of the community coming together.
Was a tether, right? But when you mischaracterize our history and then all of a sudden you're a victim, because what Tommy was talking about, he was going into the black experience as we know it. But once you go into it, you're just talking about chronology. And the go-to word is, you're a victim. But the Italian tells his backstory. The Irish tells his backstory. But when it's your turn, all of a sudden, you're a victim. Black people at this point right now, because it's going to get...
Now, let me tell you why that don't work. So if you read books, I believe the book is called The Five Corners. The Five Corners was made into a movie that was called
Gangs of New York.
The Kings of New York.
Gangs of New York. Gangs of New York. That was the Irish, Italian. Who was the other ones? Irish. It was three groups. They was not considered whites. Right.
It was called Guineas, Wops, Gypsies, all kind of other stuff. They had to fight.
Right.
To get their role to be eventually the police department, the fire department, all that other stuff. No, they was fighting in the street, bloody wars.
Mm-hmm.
Bloody wars. So no, everybody had to go through some stuff to get to the place that they got to. So back then, Chicago, the first drive-bys, them wasn't black folks. Them was Italians, Irish, Scottish, and all that other stuff. The St. Valentine Day Massacre didn't have a black person involved. That was a drive-by shooting.
Wow.
If you watch a movie called The Valachi Papers, the star of it was Charles Bronson. There was not no black folks. Them bloody gang wars that was happening in the street with Meyer Lansky and Benjamin Siegel and all them, there was not no black folks. Go back and watch an old TV show on HBO called Boardwalk Empire.
Love that show.
There was not no black folks out there beheading, hanging, burning, doing a yes. There was not no black folks. They had a black man in it, Chalky White. That was a damn Michael, whatever his name was. It passed away from using fentanyl. He also played the role in The Wire as Omar. Yeah, there was not no black folks. So this is not a new thing.
Right. It's just your turn.
Real serious in the next 2 to 3 years. We need to start this stuff, even when we talk about the Nick Nogs in Chicago. We don't talk about the Nignods in Appalachia, the Nignods out there on the West Coast, the fentanyl at
And them white boys in the Appalachian Mountains that living in them hollers, you don't want to get caught out there.
Hell no. They're
That's-
inbred.
That's
They're
true poverty.
woo-wee. No.
You talk about some missing tooth, moonshine.
No. Night. Have you seen
meth.
the Whitaker family on YouTube?
Mm-mm.
It's the most inbred family. You have to look it up when you're done, when you have some free time. They've inbred every single like generation. So the newest ones can't talk, they bark. They like it's wild. And
That's some hills have eyes type shit.
Yep.
So you don't want them lurking around in your streets with a hatchet and who knows what. That's what I'm saying. People, listen, y'all. There's some real live monsters walking around. Dangerous.
addicts is not even perceived that way. They make money off of our dysfunction. You can't make money. I asked AI about this. Why haven't we seen a white version of World Star Hip Hop? Why haven't we seen a white version of Media Takeout? Because you can't make money from it.
Well, so I think that. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I'm going to close out. So I know I'm long-winded, right? But the deal is, if we start this chart to reframe, well, what about your per capita murder rate with white folks doing things on these campuses? Why is it that per capita? Why is it your kid touching per capita? Only with the black peculiarity is it per capita. When you flip these things around, it's a whole lot different. But we never do it. We go for the trick bag with how we are perceived. I know these Negroes are cutting up in Chicago, in St. Louis, in Camden, in Brownsville. I know they are doing it. But they are still 1%, because you're talking about several hundred, maybe it's 1 million. It's 1% of everybody else. Even all the F-ups that black people are doing, they really don't account for the entirety of the race. But we're the ones that have to explain it. Why can't these white folks explain what happened at Brown University a few days ago? Why can't we explain what happened with the Reiners, with their drug? Because getting stabbed in Brentwood ain't that much different than getting stabbed in 40 projects. So I want more strong black men. Stop this real cooning. I'm talking about Tommy. I'm talking about real cooning where we misinterpret the facts. The facts are the most scariest thing for black people right now with this AI stuff going on. The cooning, the dancing, the excusing sexy red, all that BS. We saw cooning 150 years ago, and we're still doing it. Why? I land the plane.
Who wants to join in on
the clip I saw of the Bonnie B shooter was a black man ran and tackled him and took the gun from him.
So yeah, a Middle Eastern man.
Oh, he was Middle Eastern? He looked like a big fat black dude. Let me see if I can grab that clip up.
Well, maybe I'm wrong. That the last information I got was Middle Eastern. They made a point of saying it because it was a Jewish temple, right?
Let me see. Bondi Beach. Let me see. Shooter. Let's see. Bondi Beach gunman. Here it is right here. Let me see. Maybe he was Middle Eastern. I don't know. 12 and shooting at Australia Bondi Beach. Let's bring this clip up right quick. So stop this. Here we go. Video appears a moment. Okay, we got it in full screen. Are we on camera? We all good? Okay. Let's play this.
Man in white there running up and tackling that suspected gunman. There is a struggle, and you can see he appears to wrestle what looks like a shotgun out of that man's hand.
Okay, I don't know. He looked white almost.
Now, the individual in white has not at this point been identified, but local leaders are hailing what they say were extraordinary acts of personal courage by people who just jumped in at the scene. It is very likely that that man saved some lives by appearing to disarm that gunman. We know that at least 29 people were taken to hospital. Among them are 2 police officers. Authorities are saying police were on the scene and engaging in a gun battle with these shooters within just minutes. Police are also saying that they found a car linked to the killed gunman, which does appear to contain improvised explosive devices. Now, the bomb squad there in Sydney is probing that vehicle. They are looking for more clues. They are looking for more details about the motives. And Willie, a massive police investigation is now underway, but we can already say at this point that this is one of the worst gun massacres in Australian history.
So it was multiple shooters.
Yeah, and actually, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the guy that this guy tackled was let go because he ended up not being a suspect, I think.
What?
Yeah. We've been covering it on the gospel. And I'm pretty sure that was the latest. The guy was let go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn sure looked like he was shooting. Dude came over there and tackled him.
Right. So I don't know.
This shit is crazy, man.
Mm-hmm. It ain't safe no more, Night. It ain't safe no more.
Just blindly shooting at a damn beach. And that first video, I thought that was a black man, but now I see this. That picture I just saw is clear. I don't know what nationality he was. Let me see. Let's bring back Tommy and them. And that's the problem. When you don't have a community all together, you don't know what's going on or who to blame.
Right.
In this discussion, who wants to
Oh,
be
look who's in the bottom right corner.
Oh, look who it is.
next on? I know I got my man Brian in here. He just come and join. Got a couple of new people. Got the book of RLM. We got Alexandria in the house. And I think there's one more person. Let me see if I can get them on the panel. I can. Tropical.
Hey, I'm gonna jump off. I'm gonna jump off and listen to y'all in the background. I appreciate being let up here on tonight. I really do appreciate that. But hey, man, y'all keep doing y'all thing, man, and we, keep having these discussions.
Oh, no problem. Thank you, man. Let me go to Brian. Brian, we got a lot of stuff that's on the floor. Whatever you want to talk about, or you talk about what they were talking about, or you can talk about something else. I don't know if you've been following my feed. It's been kind of crazy.
Somebody got some feedback. Let me hit y'all with this again because y'all seem to not want to listen to it.
Talk to me about money.
Where is the onion? We need our onions!
Don't you think it's about time you gave me my money?
Support the situation. Is money is love.
You could donate on PayPal now, and you can donate on the Cash App.
Thank you very much. All right.
Somebody asked, do we know what happened with Drip's channel? What happened with Drip's channel?
Drip? Young Drip?
Regular Drip. Drip. Let's see. Let's go check it out. I didn't know anything happened with his channel. I know that YouTube is very finicky. That's why I need to have his channel get monetized. Drip needs to have a backup channel so that when things happen, he can go to his backup channel. Let's go see. The Drip Show. What happened to the brother channel? I don't see it at all. Where's Drip at? The Drip Show. It's multiple Drip shows. Damn, it's that many Drip shows? I don't see him, no. Okay, the Drip Show. I see Reese right here. Is this the one? No, that's Reese channel. Where's Drip at? JD, me, fantastic. It almost looked like they took his channel completely away, y'all. I see Zip with the Drip. I see everybody but Drip. That's crazy. Did his channel get deleted completely? J Drip. Yeah, we don't know. Listen, me and Drip may have went back and forth, but I don't wish none of this crazy stuff on nobody. Yeah, I don't see the Drip Show at all. It's like it's completely disappeared. Let's try it this way. I see the Drip Show with an alien. With 40 subscribers. I see the Drip Show with 53 subscribers. I don't see Drip. I see a Drip Show with 1 subscriber. Okay, there we go right there. Oh, no, that's we need more tyranny talking about the Drip Show. Here's another Drip Show with that's from 4 years ago. That's not him, though. I don't see him at all, y'all. I don't know what happened with him. Shout out to Raw G. How did she come up talking about Drip? A day ago, 2 months ago. The Drip Show. Yeah, it's like he don't exist no more. Okay, JP4P versus the Drip Show. That's Jay Prince. That's not Drip. Yeah, he's completely gone. I don't see him at all, y'all. That way, Kataya. I see other people talking about him, but his show is not in this list of people. We need more tyranny talking about. No, I don't see him at all. It's like they deleted his channel completely. JD is talking about the Drip Show. Reese is talking about the Drip Show. JD, yeah, his show is gone.
Was she controversial?
I don't think so. I see Chanel's Reality talking about the Drip Show. I see the Hideout talking about the Drip Show, but yeah, his show, nowhere to be found. But I did see Raw G. Let's give Raw G some love. I made the song. She made the visuals. Let's go back up to her thing. Where is she at? Up here somewhere. Right here. Let's look at Raw G. Let's do that. Let's look at her. I made the song. She made the visuals. Let's go and look at Raw G. 1.27 seconds, y'all. Let's get into it. Raw G. I made the song. She made the visuals. There we go. Let's listen. How does this song sound?
Raw G. Stand tall, can't break me. No, don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. Bad black queen, whole world gon' see. Yeah. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. Diamonds on my wrist, mine sharper than a key. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. Step in the room, all eyes on she. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me.
I'm the headline, you a footnote, baby. I write the rules, you just quote them, baby. They throw dirt, but I bloom like daisies. Pressure make a queen, can't phase me.
Nah.
Walk in, shut it down. Bossy with a grin, I ain't waiting on respect. That respect built in. When they see me, they salute. Cause the crown legit. And if you try to block the shine, you dismiss, bitch.
Raw G, stand tall, can't break me. Don't fuck with me, don't fuck with me. Bad black queen, whole world gon' see. Don't fuck with me, don't fuck with me.
Yeah, I'm a storm in Chanel, hurricane and some hills. Turn struggle into billions, manifest what's real. You pressing for a crown, sit back, chill. I was born in the throne and I've been no will. They whisper my name cause they know it here. Heavy talk slick on the net, but in person not ready. I'm the fire and the flood, can't box me in steady. Raw G, no cage, yeah, my aim too deadly.
Raw G, don't play with me, don't play. Queens run the board, checkmate, you see. Talk loud, but your moves too weak, too cheap. I'm the nightmare you fear when you go to sleep. Raw G, stand tall, can't break me. Don't fuck with me, don't fuck with me. Bad black queen, whole world gon' see. Yeah, don't fuck with me, don't fuck with me. Diamonds on my wrist, mine sharper than a key. Don't fuck with me, don't fuck with me. Step in the room, all eyes on she. Don't fuck with me, don't fuck with me.
It's over.
I don't know if you gotta love it, but
It's over for musicians, and I swear, what you can do with AI is wild. So good.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
It is what it is.
I'll see what tonight's show said. Let's do good business. I'm sitting there amongst a group of black men, and we trying to figure it out. And that's all I want to do. We made a lot of songs for a lot of people. We got songs for T. Mo Love is a Christian lady, so we made her a gospel song. It doesn't matter what genre of music it is. Doesn't matter what genre. All I do after I get off this bitch is make prompts and templates for blues songs, for jazz songs, for gospel songs, all of the shit. So when somebody holler at me, I got you. And it's not gonna take a lot of time. Just give me exactly what it is that you. I made songs for Izzy. I don't even remember all the people. For Orthodox Guy, for Bumpkin, all of the shit. Matter of fact, let's see. Let's grab the Orthodox Guy one because he wanted some crazy shit. Let's see. Let me see. Orthodox Guy.
And for RLM and Nazes.
And for all Eminaces, yes, for all Eminaces. Where's Orthodox Guy yet? Because his is crazy.
Shout out to the Orthodox Guy.
Yeah, shout out to the shout outs. Now I see. Let me see. There go Orthodox Guy right there. Look at what Orthodox Guy wanted.
Hatred and violence that they keep and everything is
There was me, that is Alex, and my three Jews, that is Pete, Georgie, and Dylan. We sat in the cool of the milk bar, trying to make up our razoo dogs what to do with the evening.
Orthodox guy, motherfucking jock guy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, what happens when you bring 9 soldiers from Brooklyn together?
If we don't stick together, we're not gonna get anything done.
Crazy, huh?
Felt like the purge. For real.
A little wild, a little wild.
Yeah,
That's what the man said he wanted.
it fits Orthodox guy for sure. Shout out.
Yeah. Let me see. That's that. We're going back to Tommy. The National Guard. Ooh, we.
So it's an interesting thing between the blacks, the Jews, the whites. Who should hate whom? I think I might be saying that correctly. What's your thoughts of what you've been hearing?
Yeah, I was following as best I could until I had some technical difficulties, but hopefully I'm good now. Y'all can hear me okay?
Oh,
Yeah,
see,
we
perfect.
actually we have an echo. I don't know who it's coming from, but we got
She
an
muted.
echo.
She muted. It's tropical. She muted. She got to fix her audio.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I was talking to my chat.
Oh, no problem. Just when you mute yourself, it'll stop them from getting muted. I'm not hearing the echo, but go ahead.
Yeah. So the thing is,
I hear it
we
now.
have a problem with us concerning ourselves about what other people are doing. And I don't know why that has consistently been an issue for us. When it comes to what black folks' problems are, we should not be comparing ourselves to whites for anything. Number one, is way more them than it is us. Number two, they're not living the way that we're living. We all have our own shit, true indeed. But if we're talking about what we need to do to better ourselves, to better our community, and to better our environment, there's nobody doing what black folks are doing when it comes to our culture. So why would we even want to compare it? Let's just do what's right and fix the things that are wrong. Worrying about saying the white people do it too. White folks got this. White folks got that. Well, last I checked, our numbers ain't the same. So what some white folks are doing at some school, killing some kids, I get it. That has no effect on what we're doing in our own neighborhoods over a holiday weekend. And I don't know why we try to compare the two to make it seem as though it's not that bad, when what we do to us in our neighborhoods ain't nobody else doing it. That's just what it is with the numbers that we have. You don't see a wilding out Asian weekend where, 16 Koreans get shot and 14 are dead. That shit don't happen. So why would we even make that?
That's literally what happened in Stockton. There was children shooting at children. So yes, it does happen because we've normalized that drill shit. Yep. And all nationalities, especially young people that be on these internets and IG and whatever else, is trying to, simulate some Chief Keef shit. Yep. When Chief Keef don't even mess around with it no more. G Herbo and none of them. They didn't got away from that bullshit. They don't want to be connected with that dumb shit. Because at the end of the day, what did you prove? You didn't prove shit. You just deleted a bunch of babies. And now they say it's going to take up to 5 years to even arrest anybody. And the damn criminals who did it is still out on the street. So they're going to do more shit because they feel like they're above the law.
Hey, Nightish, I sent you a Cash App. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate you.
I'm going to go night.
Got me a couple of dollars. Guess what I'm gonna do?
Thank you for all in for coming through and supporting the channel. I appreciate you for the Cash App, but we shall continue having this discussion about the community that we're so disjointed and we don't have these relationships with our children and each other. So how do you get it together? It sounds like they are saying martial law.
At a point of contention to talk about, to say, well, they do it too. And if you look at the stats and see what they saying, how about we just look at how we're living and say, hey, here's what we're doing. Let's fix that. Because all of the other races that come over here, even though they didn't come over here the way we did, they have that advantage of being together. Like when you all were talking earlier, they have that camaraderie. They have that it's us against them. We got to take care of us first. We're the ones that don't have that. Like you talked about with Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor. They got that it can only be one mentality. So I don't understand why we keep doing that. I just wish we would stop it. And I'll land there.
Let me ask you a question in response to that. I'm with you, but what do you do if you keep getting brought things like, would you consider me a person who blames slavery and blames white people for black problems?
Nope.
So what should I do then when a white person comes and tell me you need to be talking about what go on in Chicago and you need to be telling your people about their fathers ain't at home? What should I say in response?
I think we should do just like they do. Mind your own fucking business. Don't worry. I give a good goddamn what a white folk or what white people got to tell me about the Wild Hunters of Chicago. Because you motherfuckers don't live there and you motherfuckers ain't from there. So what you have to say about it, it's of little of no consequence to me. Can you say it? You can get online and say whatever the fuck you want. It's America. But I'm not concerned about that. So if a white person said that to me, I would say, hey, man, you don't know shit about what's going on in Inglewood. You don't know shit about what's going on in the Hundreds. All you know about is what you see on fucking TV.
And see, that's what I think. Well, that's the part of the discussion we were having. We were saying, well, I'm going to throw up what you need to be worrying about. And that's when he brought up, hey, y'all out here, like my man Mr. Fantastic said, y'all out here just drowning the fish in the house when you get mad at your wife for not making dinner. While you trying to tell me what's going on in the Wild Hunters, you're not affected by that. You just seem to have fun talking about that. Cool. Now let's have some fun talking about what you are being really affected by. So that's the only reason why we're bringing it up now, is to point out not that there's equal or that it should, that we're trying to say, hey, we don't care about what black people are doing because y'all are doing worse. We're saying we are talking about, like Corey was talking about it earlier as well. We over here doing exactly what you say people don't do. And you still got something to say.
I can dig.
You don't want us to fix it, because if you did, you wouldn't keep talking. If you did, you wouldn't keep trying to interrupt people who are trying to fix it. And that's what it looks like from my vantage point. The white dudes want to have something to be able to say. Some people want you to always be the drug addict. Some people want you to always be the broke friend. I think there are a lot of
something to talk about.
Yes, I think there's a lot of white people who they go to bed feeling great because they saw what happened in Chicago. Yeah. That they go to bed feeling great when they watch a video of mine and I'm talking about a black woman doing this or a black father doing this. They go and say, see, we're better than them. And they'll keep addressing you as we're better than you because somehow it saves them. And I always point out this, and I'll go to the next person. But I always just ask, there's so many white dudes who broke as hell that be online calling people niggers.
Yes.
And that's the best feeling they get in their day, because when they can get that black person to get enraged, get upset, they say to themselves, I got power. They swear up and down they don't want the word nigger to have power over us. Well, if you didn't, you wouldn't keep saying it.
Right.
They say literally, like, how do y'all let that one word bother you? That makes no sense, that you keep doing it on purpose to someone looking to get that said response from them and then saying it. Because then I got to ask, well, what is your purpose of doing it?
And
maybe there's a purpose.
Yeah, and furthermore, Tommy, again, man, we got to stop that. I don't know why we act like, or they try to act like, oh, well, it's just words. It's just words. So I say this. I'm like, hey, man, well, bitch is a word, right? So if you're out, with your family and my big ass walk by your wife or your grandma or your daughter, right? Move, bitch. It's just words, right? No, you're going to be a man and you're going to do something about it. You're going to confront me. You might motherfucking pull the fire, or you might just steal off on me. You know what? You be justified, because words fucking, even though it's just words have intent, and words can be
matter.
Yeah, words have intent, and words can be offensive. So when you're purposely using an offensive word, a person has a right to fucking address it. The problem is, like I said, why do y'all keep fighting to say this one word? Nobody's fucking saying the F word. We done lost that.
But I think what you're saying, though, Fantastic, though, I think they do it because it's that thing that gets you riled up. It's just like how if you call a white girl a cunt. You can call a white girl a bitch, you fucking slut, you can do that, but you call her a dirty fucking cunt,
Watch it,
and
Brian.
she's gonna lose her
Watch
shit.
it. I'm just
Yeah,
Easy, Brian. Easy.
Well, wait a
what
minute,
it
but
is.
which is why you don't hear them calling them that on TVs and movies and walk like that. Like, if you think about it,
Yes.
that's why he said the F word, they keep it out. You sure can't say nothing about no Jews. These scary ass white boys know not to go around calling them words, and when they do, they make sure they do it behind a frog face,
Yeah.
not
right.
their face.
Right, exactly. And I'm saying they do that because they know it's that thing that will stir you the fuck up and get you going. Because that's what they want to see, the fucking dumpster fire or the train wreck. They want to see you crash out. But like you said, when you in person,
Well, what they
when
always
was the
say is
last time
chimp out.
any of y'all got called a nigga out on the street?
It's true.
Bro. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. In relationship rehab, man, that's the internet age, right? Again, like I said, we seen
keyboard warriors.
It's all rage bait. It's all that. Like I said,
Yes.
we just saw the boy get slapped today by a white man. Thank God, and he ain't have none of that smoke. He got slapped
But-
and he ran away.
But I think it's one part.
Yeah, man. Rage bait is good money. It keeps shit going. Sin 7 Sin says cunt is only used by narcissists. No, it's just effective. And it's always about saying the thing that's the most effective. So if somebody is sensitive about their mama or their daddy or whatever else, you want to go right there. You want to skip past all of the other stuff and get right to the thing that's the nerve. Let's dig in his tooth until we hit this nerve, and to give him some Orajel to calm it down, and then dig into the tooth and get that nerve again. I forget the name of that movie with Dustin Hoffman when they found this man that was supposed to be in a Yahtzee that was a doctor that was torturing people, and they had him tied up to a chair, digging at the nerve in his tooth, and then hit it with some Orajel, and then just dig at that nerve again. That's torture. That's true torture. But let's talk about it, y'all. What we need over here is the support of the channel. We got 37 people here. Y'all see what we talking about? We talking about the community. It's 3:15 a.m. where I am. I mean, listen, if y'all annoyed with this and it's the same conversation every day, put a 1 in the chat. Because I know what to do. I can go lay down. I'm okay with that. I got to get the people what they want. You know, I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that at all. In fact, let me see. Let me show y'all. The people come first, not me. The people come first. But let's hit them with this.
Got to give the people what they want.
First and foremost, if y'all say, oh man, we hear this every day, oh, it ain't nothing new, throw some ones in the chat and I'll go ahead and take a nap. Be back later on. I got no problem with it, but shout out to Tommy Sotomayor. Shout out to Mr. Fantastic. Who all is on this panel right here? We got Tommy Sotomayor, Corey Brooks, Mr. Fantastic, The Relationship Rehab, Alexandria, Afro Nerd Radio, Sino G, the Book of RLM, who just left us. I appreciate the Book of RLM for coming through. And then we also have Tropical Truck Twitch. We haven't heard her say anything. So shout out to Tropical Truck Twitch. But yeah, if y'all sick of hearing this, hit them ones. Hit them ones or hit them ones or hit the Cash App, the PayPal, the Zelle, or one of those things. It's because of y'all that keep me going. If y'all don't support the channel, I'll just perish. I won't exist no more. It's because of the love of y'all that we don't have no StreamYard duck, no commercials, and none of the other things. So keep on lifting me.
They got mad at Tommy because a lot of black people be online be right with him talking about it's the Jews, it's the Jews. Once Tommy say, hold on now. Hold on. If the Jews got y'all, what? Why the fuck would I be on y'all side?
I was down with all that stuff. I was like, this is facts. But then when I said, wait, he got y'all that scared.
Yeah, it's a lot of black people. They be right with him, Tommy. Like, yeah, the Jews did this to us. The Jews.
I look at it like this, just like Tommy said earlier when he was on Twitter talking about, you know, the person that gave him one of the biggest breaks in his career was a Jew. From my perspective, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So I'm not gonna take up arms with another group that got just as much animus against me than any other group. I'm not gonna.
Shout out to the shout outs, y'all. Shout out to the shout outs. I think y'all are tired of hearing about this, and I don't want to drag it out. Shout out to Chalk, shout out to Sin 7 Sin, shout out to Mo Business, shout out to the King, Rapid One, shout out to the damn King, y'all. Shout out to SD, shout out to Stanley, and all you beautiful people for coming over here. But we got to stay over here once again because we got to get 500 subscribers and we got to get these watch hours up because we need this channel monetized. Even though I know it's killing me to not be in the layer and getting all them damn super chats. I know it's killing me to not have the emoji for the King and whatever else. But I got to get this channel going. I got to focus on this channel. I got to get this channel monetized. And then we'll be in the game. So again, it's early in the morning on a Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. Early in the morning on a Wednesday. And I insist. Thank you, Stanley. Thank you, RLM. Thank you, James Kills. Thank you, Dub. The people that supported the channel today. But without y'all, I'm nobody. And with that being said, like we always do at this time, trying to make the most beautiful thumbnails, trying to make a show that's cohesive that you can understand. But yeah, like we always do at this time, beautiful people.
We'll shut this motherfucker down.
That's all, folks.
If a damn